welcome back to the Everwind Chronicles. I am Doug, your dungeon master, and we are a group of friends and storytellers telling you a story through Dungeons and Dragons. So, this week, we are going to do something slightly different and try it out and maybe start doing it going forward. What we've been doing for a long time before the stream started was doing questions for the players to each answer, for their character. That just kind of helps us get into our character, get into the role-playing kind of mind space, if you will. And we were just talking last week, and we thought, why don't we do this on stream? It might be a little interesting, because there are some interesting answers and questions and things like that. So we will do that.
You gotta take the labeling off of it.
I chose violence. I'm so sorry.
Twitch and its stupid logos on stream stuff. No branding.
I'm so sorry.
Just ripping the Band-Aid off, I guess. All right. Okay, so, like I said, I just ask them a question. They go around and answer for their character. So, for this week, we're going to ask, if your character could go back in time and change one thing about their life, what would it be?
They have to be aware that something's changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's easy. We all have pretty tormented past.
But which thing would you change of the torment?
Mine would have been that the monastery was never attacked. For sure. I would have been very content just staying with my dad. So.
For me, as a character now, the whole time basically since I've been playing, Zuna has regretted leaving her mom behind, so she would have tried harder to bring her with her.
Kill Kalista in her sleep the first night I met her.
I'm gonna have to navigate this a little bit because there's story stuff that not ready to divulge yet.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. So with the Blood Hunter thing, there was an incident that happened that set off a chain reaction kind of deal for his life that probably would want to take that back. I think you might have an idea of what it is. This is kind of what triggered. He was pushing for more power, testing things that were kind of untested at the time, and it caused some physical issues while also metaphysical issues. Maybe? Yeah.
Okay.
I know, I was like, dissect it. What does it mean?
Okay. Well, with that in mind, so where the party last left off, they had, of course, joined the rebellion in Lyrandil and been sent on a mission to try and figure out why the rebellion's weapon supplier had ceased all communications and ceased shipping weaponry. And they were sent to the distant desert country of El Raqqa and the city of Tiratha, the home city of Asura. While there, they encountered a number of people, including some old friends? Question mark. And unfortunately, in the process, ended up losing Bear and Easy to a order of paladins that had apparently gone bad. And after the party had, to rewind a little bit, the party had figured out a little bit of information about the weapons dealer's operation, a tiefling woman named Hethra, and they had decided to investigate, found out some information about her operations, and began planning to assault her main warehouse. in order to strike a blow that says that they should be taken seriously and to kind of demonstrate power. Otherwise, she wouldn't take them seriously. And so, part of that kind of ended up getting wrapped up with these paladins. After chasing down that lead, finding Bear and Easy and another paladin of Bear's Order dead, they visited righteous wrath upon this paladin order, and ended up in the process seeing a side of one of their Fey friends that they had not seen before, and basically after that, and after burying their friends, began making their way, following a very crude map of a sort, basically giving directions to the warehouse, where they also know, or have been told theoretically, is also where the head of this paladin order currently is, Night Maiden Alicent. So they began making their way, eventually found the entrance, or what they think is the entrance, which seems to be a kind of ruined doorway, kind of set into some rocks, outside of which there were some individuals seemingly guarding the place. And after a confrontation gone poorly, one of them summoned a devil, a white, vicious-looking, large, bony devil with spines and spikes all over it, with insect wings that darted over and began attacking Zenoa as the rest of the crew starts fighting the other men, and chaos begins to ensue. However, before we get to that, briefly, we are going to take a step backward because we neglected to go through something. So, taking a step backward as you are riding toward this destination, right before you start kind of getting into alert mode as you start approaching where you think you are, Sarek, you,
Oh boy.
once again, hear a voice in your mind
No?
who just says, well, that seemed terrible.
Yeah. Agreed.
Well, I hope you're all right. Carrying on and all that.
Me? I mean, other than watching, I don't know, I guess my friends, traveling companions, I'm not sure what we are yet, but watching them suffer, I didn't know Bear and Easy that well.
Oh, well, then it sounds like you're doing all right. That's good.
Yeah, I'm a little thrown off. It's been a bit since I've heard anything from you.
Yes, well, about that. It's terribly, terribly difficult to reach across into your plane and communicate this way. And I can't do it for very long, and I've also been waiting quite a long time. So, probably don't have much time left for me to speak with you. But wanted to reach out because it's, how goes your progress with the, portals and, seeking out, I know you were seeking out information about plane portals and that sort of thing. How goes that?
What are you talking about?
Well, that I'm pretty sure you know. You had a mission.
I don't know what to tell you, but I do not know at all what you're talking about.
Oh dear. That's not good. Maybe I picked the wrong person. Well, that's a setback. That's a setback. Why don't you know? What?
Why don't I know about the thing I don't know about?
I see your point. Well, that's not good. Not good at all.
This is something I told you about?
Of us, in a way, there were things that came through when we made our connection, and I was very interested in that particular area of expertise because, well, you know, I think the universe might be in the process of collapsing.
Interesting. I mean, I think that we have heard a little bit about that. This group I'm with, they've mentioned a little bit about this thing called Darkfire, which I guess I know a little bit about it from working with the Rebellion. But it seems to be a little bit more prominent these days. And I think there's something to do. I think I've heard them mention a couple of times something about planes collapsing together or something along those lines.
Well, yes, I suppose if things continue the way they are, which it certainly looks like they will, that is certainly a possibility and not good for anything of, you know, any plane whatsoever. Let's just say there's a reason they're all separated. Lots and lots of reasons. I should amend that too.
So
Oh
yeah,
dear.
gotcha. Okay, that's not good.
Yes, or you know, at least becoming unrecognizable swirls of chaos and destruction. Yes. I don't know if it'll quite cease to exist, but it certainly won't be recognizable. Quite terrible, really, for everyone involved.
Let's avoid that.
Well, ideally, but you know, you not knowing anything about any of this anymore is quite a setback, because you were supposed to be, well, sort of a desperate attempt on my part to reach into your plane, on account of my counterpart going missing, apparently. So,
Yeah, but I don't even know anything about you. You have a counterpart?
I have many. There's one of us in each plane.
How many planes are there?
Oh, quite a few.
By the way, what's your name? We never got introduced. It was just, oh, here I am, and now bye.
Yes, well, sorry about that. I'm quite busy all the time.
Keeping the planes from collapsing, sure.
Well, at least mine. Well, the truth is, I think you would have a terrible time pronouncing my name, and it takes about 3 minutes of your time to say it in full. So, there was a traveler a long time ago, at least I think it was a long time ago according to you, that once called me the Astral Raven?
The Astral Raven. Has a tinge of ominousness to it, but okay.
Does it? Well. All right. Well, the short of it, without, oh dear, it's so complicated to try to explain, but I shift the winds of change within the astral sea to influence it in order to protect and maintain its integrity within the veil.
None of that makes sense to me, but okay.
Well, yes, it's
You protect something that's very important.
It's rather complex.
Yeah.
More complex than you could imagine, really. I don't suppose you're immortal, are you?
Immortal? Not that I'm aware of, no. No.
Well, then I'm afraid I won't
Except
be
died
able
a
to
couple
fully
times.
explain it to you before you die. But to suffice it to say, I'm sort of a workman, a bit you might call it a guardian, but less combative for this plane.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, to make sure it stays the astral sea and not, too much crossover with any other planes and that sort of thing. And yes, so it's very difficult for me to reach out to your plane. It's taking a lot.
Are we, like, when you can no longer talk to me this time, are we talking like another 2 years before I hear from you again? Or is there no timetable on this? It's 6 days, 6 months, 6 years?
Well, I don't really I suppose I don't really count time the same way you do. And it's a bit hard to say. It's more driven by necessity than timetables. I don't really operate on a schedule so much as priorities.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, I'd very much like to find out I doubt you'll be able to find out, but like I said, my counterpart in your realm seems to be missing.
Do you have a name for your counterpart?
Yes, thankfully, hers is a lot easier to pronounce in your tongue. Idondra.
Yeah.
The traveler called her, the same traveler who named me, called her the World Spider.
Funny enough, the name has come across while we've been on our travels, so,
Has it?
yeah.
Do you have news? Where is she? What's become of her?
Not that kind of news. We've heard the name and we've heard a little bit of information about her, heard about her being the World Spider, but didn't really have any news on where she is or what she's doing. Just kind of got a name and job title.
Oh. Well, that's disappointing. Listen, if you hear anything else about her, I would very much like to know, because that's of very, very, very significant importance. Like I said, there are many counterparts to us in Minton. She's not the only one that's gone missing, but hers is one of the most important. The material plane affects all the others.
Do you have a place I can start looking? Any hints or clues or, hey, go find the World Spider. Good luck.
She's not supposed to be reachable by normal means, so I don't know that she has I don't know if she has a physical location there to. I don't know. I don't even know if she exists anymore. That's the troubling thing.
Okay. Well, let's say I do get some information about her. How am I supposed to reach you if the door is kind of shut on the communication side?
Well, we're still connected to a degree. You can sort of will it. And hopefully I'll be able to hear it and respond in order of the various winds I must affect.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yes, it's terribly important. She's called that because she weaves the threads of fate in order to protect the material plane's integrity within the veil. So if the material plane is in trouble, then all of them are. It is at the center. And like I said, my other counterparts, she's not the only one that's gone missing. So, well, it's really bad news. It's about as terrible a news as I could bring at the moment.
So I need to look for portals and what portals to other planes?
Well, I suppose anything that seems out of place about planar travel, anything that's affecting the planes or the veil or anything of that sort. You seem to have been involved in that sort of work before. I don't know if you've... It seems like an odd thing to forget, but then again, I don't really understand humans or, Azamar all that well.
Mm-hmm.
So...
You forget things all the time. It just happens.
That's got to be awful.
It's, Sarek's slowly starting to freak out a little bit. Like, why is this thing that has not talked to me for 2 years now talking about something I don't know about and talking like it's, oh yeah, you should know about. This is the thing you were doing, huh? Yeah.
Right. Well, do keep your eyes and ears open because it might, But I'm also confused. I thought there was an order in your plane that helped with this sort of thing as well. But I have not been able to get in touch with the dragon who was in charge of that sort of thing. So...
There was a mention of a dragon too. That sounds kind of familiar. Okay, so keep an ear out for an order, for a dragon, for portals, and for a world spider who weaves the fates of the prime material plane. Got it. Quite the list of things to do.
Spiders, planes, and dragons. Well, specifically one dragon who was in charge of helping protect the veil.
Sure, so nothing insurmountable, no huge odds or anything like that. Got it. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you have a handle on it.
Absolutely. I am your man for this job.
Well, good. I was beginning to doubt for a second there.
Rightfully so.
Then good. Maybe I did pick the right person.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm afraid my time is fading away here. So, good luck.
Thank you. It's good to hear from you again, I think. I don't know.
No response.
No response, all right. Fun times. Yeah, no heavy laundry list of things to do. You know? It's a nice honey-do list, you know?
Motherfucker.
All right.
Okay. So,
Nice thing.
now, fast forwarding again to this encounter that you guys had began. As you guys began this fight with these individuals and this bone devil was creeping off, we had last left off just as it had come up and let me go ahead and show you what we're dealing with here. As the bone devil had flown with this incredible speed and landed up on top of the rock face up a ways, about 15 feet up, leered down at Zenoa as it came down to make strikes against her, which is what it's going to do. So, first attack is going to miss. Second attack is going to miss. Third attack is 15. And it's going to miss.
It's like cleric power.
Yeah, apparently. So, it makes these 3 quick attacks as it basically kind of it sort of positions itself to reach down but it's got a 10-foot range, so it's still staying out of your range, and it crawls back up out of sight of you, right up here. But it will stay there for the time, and I hope I saved my
I
initiative.
did
from
have a
last time.
sacred flame held because I couldn't move and I couldn't see anything. Did I already use that? I can't remember.
Not yet, because that was when you saw something attack you or one of your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, which you haven't seen anything yet. You said it was.
Because he was invisible from your view at the beginning, but if he was reaching down, does that count as him looking
Oh,
down invisible?
go for it.
Alright, it's a dex save of 17.
Okay. Wait, let me see. Oh, yeah. He gets advantage on that. 19.
You're like,
Fairly certain initiative from at least the players was first, second, third, fourth, because you rolled kind of low in yours last time.
my rolling low was an 18.
Yeah. I think we both rolled above 20. I'm pretty sure you rolled a natural 20.
Yeah,
I'm
something like that.
fairly certain.
Yep, I am. I don't think I deleted it, so I would pull it up here. Yep. So it'll be your turn next.
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
And he's gone again.
He is out of sight at the moment.
Okay. How tall is that ledge? Can I see the tip of the ledge?
You can see the ledge, sure, but it's 15 feet. You can't see him because he's
Yeah.
too far back.
Okay. I've got my scythe out, so I'll just. Actually, I'm gonna move out of the hallway area, the corridor.
Okay. Where
Maybe
do
to
you
the edge of it, and then slightly to the right, a little further from where Syracuse.
Hang on. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. Alright, so 15. You're trying to get there?
And to the right.
There?
Yep. Maybe there, and if I have any more movement, just I think I should, but just slightly more to the right.
This is 30 feet, right?
Oh, okay, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay. I'll
and
say
I'll-
from there you can see him with. How far out is this? Not very far. I'd say he'd probably have 3/4 cover from there, but you'll be able to see him.
Okay. Sure. I can see him. I want to attack him, so I'll just get 3/4 cover. I'll try to sacred flame him again. It's another dex save of 17.
Okay. Succeeds.
Okay. Oh, and I did have a spiritual weapon out.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. If I can see him, I would like to get it to him because it was right above my head from where I was earlier.
Yep, you should be able to just get him.
Okay. Forgot about that. Okay. Let's see. That's terrible. A 13.
Miss.
Okay. My turn. Okay. I'm done.
Alright, so as you bring it up and you shoot the flame, but it goes high as it ducks down and then crawls backwards with just surprising speed to get out of the way of the swooping weapon. Just whiffs all around between the devil and Zenoa. That brings us to Sarek. And then you're next.
All right, I think I'm gonna go after the priest or cleric or whatever that's underneath the archway there, at the very top.
Okay. All right.
And I'm gonna take a couple of shots. I don't remember. So I'm gonna bonus action move my hunter's mark over to him because I don't think I've done that.
Is there a range on the hunter's mark?
90 feet, I think. Let me double check.
Because you're 100 feet currently.
Okay, I'll move up 10 feet. Let me double check that it's 90. It is 90 feet. So yeah. So I'm gonna do that. That gives me 56.
Go for it.
Remember where all my dice were. There we go. Alright, so first shot is a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
20 points of damage.
Nice.
Second attack is a 26 to hit.
Yep.
No, it's not as good. 13 points of damage.
Nice. So just sending 2 long bolts as he is getting ready to do whatever he's about to do. And he just takes 2 bolts to the chest. Like one to the shoulder, one to like the lower, like upper rib cage there, like lower chest.
Give that cool like whistle and look over here. Kind of
All right.
give him a smirk.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Let's do it.
I will.
You're up next.
Do nothing, because I made myself a little note that my wings are out right now, and I can't do anything the first round of this combat.
Okay.
Don't exactly remember what happened, but
Yeah, something happened.
yeah, I think I
you.
might have rolled like a nat 1 or something.
Yes, you did.
That's right. Yep.
Or, yeah,
Yep.
like something happened where I can't take an action this round. So
Oh, yeah.
I thought you couldn't cast a spell.
no, I can't do
You
anything.
can't do anything.
But I do know that my wings are out, so I have to be making.
Well, it was a spell attack, right?
Yeah, you cast a spell and you rolled a nat 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You cannot cast a spell again until the end of your turn.
I think you can. I think you can do like a melee
I
attack.
think you can still
Yeah.
do them. I think so.
But I can't use Eldritch Blast.
Correct.
That's a spell. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Weapon.
Oh, you've dumped all your weapons.
I have, because I just carried my shield.
Gonna fight like a mundane peasant.
Can't you do like a shield bash?
No, I didn't take that feat. I do have a mace. I will.
A common
I will-
mace, that's
I
true.
will mace him in the face.
Mace, in your face.
Mace to the
Ooh,
face.
that's nice. 21.
Yes.
Okay, that hits.
Getting them old cleric vibes back for a second.
4 damage.
Hey.
Alright.
That's all I got.
Alright. Your heavy thud as you catch the guy in the shoulder. And he kind of grunts with pain, but he's very good to go still. That brings us to Asura.
I'd like to move up my full movement. Yeah, is there a way that I can kind of be in that like alcovey spot a little bit?
This spot?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then bonus action, hide to kind of get like a, like kind of disguise myself into the shadows for a second as I'm like slipping into that space, and then I'll pop out to do my action.
Against who?
Against that guy back here. Because I also have this kind of, this sight line. Like I'm hoping that a combination of me tucking in shadow for a second, the light kind of being irregular here, and the fact that he's so far back, that I'll have a slightly obscured view for a second.
We'll see. Alright, try it. Stealth check.
27.
His perception is. Okay, that'll do it.
And that means I get sneak attack. So then I'll pop out with whatever little movement I have left, and I'm going to shoot for that mother trucker who's been casting magic.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, that's going to be a 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
um, 26 damage.
Okay. Alright, so ducking out and squeezing between the pillars there and shooting a shot that goes right into his forehead, and he just falls back like a board.
I need one guy still alive. Sorry, friends. Because I think those doors are still closed.
Okay.
I was hoping to make the devil disappear.
That's why I was going for the spellcaster. So I was like, maybe the devil will disappear because the spellcaster's not alive anymore.
That's what I was thinking too.
That was my
Okay.
logic.
So. With that, well, first of all, we'll just do this guy real quick, who's gonna attack Stoic.
Are we keeping him alive or are we killing him?
Why keep him alive?
I don't know if we need his information for the door.
I mean, can't have him running inside telling about an old lady.
I'm a beautiful old lady.
Okay. 19
That hits.
and 13 is gonna miss. Yeah. 6 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And with that, the devil like whips his head around as the priest falls, and although it's hard to read facial expressions on this kind of strange alien creature, you can't help but feel like he's smiling, and you hear this
Oh, fuck.
and you hear him say something which you I guess would know in Infernal as free.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, no. I done fucked up. Oh, no.
Where if you weren't.
Oh, no. I made things worse, not better. I'm the Invader Zim of this campaign.
Okay. Yeah, he is going to dart over real quick and land there and attack Zenoa again. Okay. Okay, first attack is a 24 to hit.
Forgot I had a roll concept.
Yep.
Okay, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
18.
18 does save.
Oh.
Okay, but you are going to take you're going to take 10 piercing.
Oh, I only got many rolls.
It's a lot of dice.
And I can't. 21 poison damage
On a save.
on a save.
Oh no. Oh, this bad.
Second attack
Oh.
was 21.
To hit you.
Yeah, that was with the you see him like as he lands in the sand and kind of sprays you with sand momentarily. Through that sand you just see this bony kind of twisted version of a scorpion tail just whip through the sand and hit you in the chest, and you just see blood start pouring out of you as another claw comes out as you see the full form of it coming at you. But the claws, you're gonna do 10 slashing and then hits you with the other claw for third attack, which is, he's been rolling good. 25, which is gonna be 6 slashing.
Oh, I don't like this. No.
And then he's gonna stay put for the moment, actually. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, I'll stay. No, he will not. He is going to whip around you to this side. Yeah, his like one arm and leg kind of up on the wall as he's kind of like in the crevice of this wall and sand as he attacks you. What would you like to do?
Ow. Okay. I just finished like casting a sacred flame with one hand and my scythe like in the other hand, and I'm going to whip it around and grab it with both hands, and I'm gonna slice it at him and cast Cone of Cold.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. What is he gonna do?
He needs to make a con saving throw, which I'm guessing would that just be my set? Like it would have to be a 17, I guess. I don't.
It's against your spell save, like your normal spell save.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's using that to cast the spell, but it's going to be using your stats.
Okay. Yeah. So it's con save 17.
Yep. Yep. It's a 22.
My something's happening. Can I have some D8s?
Yep. Oh my god, how many D8s do you get to roll?
8. Wait. Numbers. I think that's one too many. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, this is exciting.
Except for when you roll back. Oh, wait. No. Okay, that's good.
Like half of my dice are your dice. They better roll good for you.
34 halved. 17.
17. Okay.
17 cold damage. All these yours.
Yeah.
Okay. And you see as you swipe this thing, your scythe down and release this blast of cold from it. You see him just like skitter to the side, still taking some of it, but managing to get a lot of himself out of the way. And you're getting the impression it doesn't. It's not affecting him as much as you would hope, even after the save.
How can I want to move my spiritual weapon as far as it will go, which is
30?
I think it's 20.
20.
20. Yeah, we'll get 20. Okay, good to know. Well, moving out of space, so I guess I'll just do it there.
Okay. Are you moving the weapon there?
Yeah, I'm moving it as far as I can towards him.
Okay. You hear him say something to you as he, resists and dodges this cold from you. But you don't understand what he's saying because it's an infernal.
And we're too far away to hear him.
No, he's not trying to be quiet at all. So you would hear him say, "Not cold enough, priestess." Okay. Sir.
All right. So I'm going to move about probably right here-ish.
Okay, that makes me happy. That's kind of the goal.
There.
And
It's my favorite movie all time.
right, so I want to hit a place on the other side of him that is going to be 20 feet away from Zenoa. Like I'm gonna shoot an arrow, but it can be on the rocks or whatever on the other side. Essentially, I want to cast Entangle, but it's a 20-foot radius from like the point it hits. So would I be able to do that, or is that going to be a little too much?
If you do it before you move, otherwise, if you're trying to shoot past him, I would say it's going to have some cover.
Okay.
It's like you're shooting past this devil that's
Like
moving around
shooting
unpredictably.
Yeah.
But if you can shoot and then move.
Okay, let me do that then.
All right.
And
So
I
you're
think
shooting at
it's-
the rock.
Yeah, I think it's going to be somewhere in like. Where I tried to kind of line it up as much as I can. It's about right here-ish, maybe there.
Okay. What I'll do is, all right. So make an attack with it, and then if you miss, we'll figure out.
Yeah, and let me
It'll
make
be
sure
a
I can.
random placement around there.
Let me make sure I can do this. Okay, creature or target. So this is a target. Got it.
Okay.
All right. 29.
Yeah. Okay. So right
All right.
there.
Yep. Say, hey, Fugly, I'm gonna need you to stand still and shoot and then cast Entanglement. And he's gotta make a strength saving throw. I'm guessing it's going to be my spell save DC.
Let's use this one.
Fugly, you've been watching Mean Girls, Sarah. He likes Mean Girls.
I mean, look,
Canon.
yeah.
Canon. Sarek is a big fan of Mean
Oh,
Girls.
absolutely. He'd never tell you though.
He has a burn book. Promise he doesn't remember anybody on that book.
I love Mean Girls.
Okay. So 20 feet.
I thought I had a heavy photo, but
It's about that.
I watched Harry tries to do it.
So you would actually be. So where you had said you were aiming puts it right there, which would not be there. So I'm assuming
Oh,
that's not
okay.
what you want to do.
No. I was trying to keep it 20 feet away from her where it would actually.
Okay.
Sorry, I was taking into account. Yeah, I was taking into account like the radius part of it.
Okay. We'll say right there.
All right, I think it's going to be a strength save of 15 because I'm guessing it's on mine because
Okay.
it doesn't have it. Yeah, there's nothing else on
Yeah,
there.
it'll be on your.
Yeah, so it's a strength save of 15.
Okay. Let's see. 20.
Okay, I thought he might do that.
And again, you guys are seeing as this happens. You're seeing this as the vines erupt. He like skitters out of the way again, and some of the vines even start to lash onto him, but he sort of shrugs them off as if they can't find purchase the same way. It's like he seems resistant to magical effects that you were throwing at him. So
Okay. Let's see, does this...
does the entangle stay there, or is it?
It stays for a minute, unless I
Dispel.
You did that in
dispel
the
it.
streets the other day and you
Yep.
took it away, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can dispel it.
Okay, it's up to you.
Tempted to try that, but
Does he have to do an action again if he tries to leave it, or is it just one and done? Save?
no, I mean it's technically difficult terrain, but that's really it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, it's not going to do anything else other than be an annoyance in that section. All right, so bonus action, I'm going to move my hunter's mark over to him,
Okay.
and I'm just going to shoot him.
Do it.
Yeah, 30.
Yep.
Your ability to hit is ridiculous.
I get plus 12, so I love that.
Jesus.
I built him for one thing. Was it 9? 15 points of damage.
15?
Yep. Do you need what that broken down what it is?
Yes.
Alright, so 7 of it was piercing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that still would be magical from Blessing of Terrace.
Yes.
Ooh, I don't actually know what type is this. Oh, my chosen type. I've never done that.
What, your favorite enemy?
No, for my Crimson Right,
Oh.
I get to choose what type of damage it does.
Oh,
I've not done. I didn't read that well enough.
okay. So
Right now, I'm just gonna do necrotic, just to roll with that one for the time being.
Okay. And what was the damage?
That one was 1,
Okay.
and then Hunter's Mark. Is that? I guess it's also piercing. It's piercing damage. So yeah, sorry. So it's actually 8 points of piercing damage.
Not 7.
Yeah, because the Hunter's Mark takes into account. Oh no, sorry. 14 points of piercing damage. Because it plus 6 on my weapon attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So sinking an arrow into his arm, which hurts him, but he doesn't seem phased too much by it.
Sure.
Stoic.
All right, I'm gonna blast that dude in the face.
Do it. The guy in front of you or the
Cocked.
devil?
The other guy in front of me.
Okay.
There we go. So that is 20 to hit.
Yep.
All right. So that is has 11 radiant damage and 12 force damage.
11, so 23 total.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, blasting him twice. He
No,
is...
that was the first attack.
Oh, yeah.
Is he down yet?
No.
Okay, blast him again. Oh, that's 12 to hit.
That does not hit. He takes a huge hit in the first hit and just manages to just kind of throttle himself to the side. Just throw
You
himself
weren't supposed to
clumsily.
move that much when I hit you the first time. That's fine.
Okay.
Stay still when I'm trying to kill you.
Yes.
All right, Asura.
The scary demon devil guy. Panic, but I have friends nearby. I'm gonna shoot!
Okay.
Ooh, that's good. That's gonna be 13. That's gonna be 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Okay. And then I got an ally, so I get. Okay, that's okay. 20 to hit, or 20 points of damage. Piercing.
20 piercing. Okay. You see it glance off, taking off like one of the many spines on its arm, doing some damage, but not as much as you would like.
And then I just go, fuck. And then I'm going to use my movement to tuck into this kind of shadowy area back here, and I'm a hide.
Okay, roll stealth check.
And it was lightning damage, not necrotic damage. I actually did choose it, but
Sir, you're doing real good. I'm proud of you, sweetie.
You didn't change anything.
okay.
That's gonna be a 30.
Okay.
Something deep in my bones says, bad devil hide.
Okay.
Be nothing, be no one, be like the stone.
Okay. Well, I mean, this dude's gonna fight for his life against Stoic here and whack ya.
Bring it.
Alright, first attack is 19.
That's a hit.
Very palpable hit.
5 bludgeoning. So he's hitting you with a club. And the second one is a 14, which I think will miss.
That is a miss.
Alright. And then is the devil.
What con are you using right now?
+4 on my con.
No, what are you conning right now? Like what?
He hit me. I have my wings out.
Is that a constitution?
It's a constitution. Or
Whenever
it's
you
a
get hit and you're
concentration
concentrating on something.
God, that's
yeah. So I have to
concentration. That's the word I was
Roll. Yes,
thinking of.
concentration. So
Sorry.
I got to roll con save every time I hit.
Gotcha.
Okay. He is, you know what, he's gonna keep going after Zeno here. And this time, you actually hear in your mind, I could show you gold you can't imagine.
Nope.
As he lays into you again, so.
It's kind of right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 attacks. First one is going to miss. Second one's a 15.
Nope.
And then the third one is a 22. So,
Wow, call back there.
Good.
That's where I live,
Yeah,
in Dad Rock.
Good.
Dad Rock is life.
Never heard that one in a long time.
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
okay, so you're going to take. Well, actually, do a Constitution saving throw.
No. No.
25.
Okay. So you're going to take 10 piercing and 17 poison damage.
10 and 17.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hoping that was going to be cold damage. He said it.
No.
Well,
He
he
seems to be
lied.
talking about something else, like
Uh-huh.
something worse.
Okay.
See the ice miser? Is that his level of hell?
Icy stare.
Excuse me, but it's Snow Miser.
I'm aware, but he's the ice miser
That
because
was
you
my
know he's
favorite
mediocre.
Christmas.
Yeah.
It was clearly the best. Day without a Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh huh. Distant relation.
Okay.
I don't like it when he has conversations with his
Yeah.
with himself, with his systems. And then he just goes, okay. And I'm like, I don't like what
Not
conversation
okay.
I don't like what conversation
No.
just had here.
Not okay, not okay.
I'm not okay.
So he is actually going
To the Grammys?
to fly back here. He'll take an opportunity attack from you, so you can just make a melee attack if you want.
Well, I have Warcaster, so I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Even though he has advantage. It's a dex save.
Two ones. Two ones. 1 and a 2.
13, so it's going to fail.
Let's get it.
He actually has rolled a lot of ones, but he has advantage.
All of my hates over.
That's true. Oh my gosh, that's so bad.
It's better than nothing.
8 points.
Still something. Every
Yeah.
bit counts.
That's radiant damage.
Radiant? Okay.
Does Radiant do something to
I'm
him?
hoping at least it's full damage.
Yeah.
Seems to hurt him, yeah. So he gets back there and what's his he is actually going to basically flatten himself down to basically gain as much cover as he can from at least 2 of you up there. Okay, Zanoa. Can't see him anymore.
I can't see it on the map. Is my spiritual weapon near me? To the
yeah.
right of me?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Can see that from right here. I don't think Zanoa and her mind's like, I don't think I can reach him. So I'm just gonna put it kind of above my head, where it was before.
Okay.
Ow. Do you look hurt?
I haven't been touched.
Okay.
It's just you.
Yeah. I'm gonna heal myself.
Yep. Absolutely the correct choice.
Yep.
At 4th level. Ow.
We need you standing.
Terrible.
Oh.
Okay. That was up a little bit. So bad. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to quietly, maybe like tiptoe back into the hallway. So that if he tries to jump out at me, I'm not there.
Surprise!
It's like that Simpsons gif of like him
Yeah, we're just getting back into
back into the bushes.
Yeah, that's my thing. I just go. Dark spot. Bye.
Okay, how far back do you want to go? Where are you going to go? You can go.
Just
20.
not far from Sarah,
As far
actually, because
from-
I have things. No,
can
no,
go to
no,
there.
no. Just like there, right there. Yeah.
15.
There? Okay. That good?
Just to clarify, am I within 30 feet of Sarah right where I am right now? Yes, right.
Yeah, let me.
Okay. Alright. Good.
You can see him clearly. I'll move you over a little bit there. Okay. But yeah, you're, about 15 feet.
And I literally said that I moved my spiritual weapon first. Could we just retroactive? Can I move it now? Above me right now.
Okay. Okay.
It's just like Sims above you.
It's just twirling on his hilt.
Okay. Sarah,
Can I see him right now from where I am?
you're probably going to have to back up.
Okay.
He is intentionally flattening himself down on a higher cliff to...
How tall is the first cliff?
15.
15?
move like back here, you could probably, like roughly here or something like that. You could probably see him with some cover.
I'm going to do something that's slightly out of character. Going to go up to Zenoa,
Oh.
and you'll be okay. And I'm going to cast Healing Hands.
Is this cure wounds or healing?
Healing Hands. It's an action to do this.
Okay.
You get
Sexy healing hands.
roll 3 ones on that. 7.
Oh.
7 healing for that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
A whole 7. Rolled a 4 and 3 ones.
That's 10 feet.
So what?
10 feet.
All right. I can't get up the cliff.
You can try.
But it's 15 feet though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm gonna get up the cliff then. I know that'll end my whole thing, but
Yeah, you'd be in process of climbing.
Sure. So I'll do that then.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an athletics check for me real quick.
An 8. That is not going to do well.
Yeah, you're basically not able to find a good purchase where you're at. Like some of the rocks are, not held in place very well, and it's, just kind of in a frantic pace. You're not able to get up there.
Yep.
Try again next time, but
My childhood just like.
there you go.
We'll see what happens on the next round.
Okay. All right. Stoic.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. 16 to hit.
Yes. Barely.
What was it?
16.
Yeah, which hit?
The guy in front of him.
So
Yeah, the guy
that
up
is
top.
a 10 force damage, and that is a 9 radiant damage. So 19 total.
All right. So as you blast him again, saying that, you blast him kind of in the side of his chest, and he like does a spin as he falls into the sand and ceases moving.
Which means I still have my second Eldritch Blast, and I'll still moving. I have 125 feet of range.
Wait, is that base or are you spell sniper?
Huh?
that
No,
like base? Okay.
that's the base. That thing is just crazy. Eldritch Blast is all I got. It's a one-trick pony, but it's good.
But it's his
It's a
pony.
16 to hit.
A 16 misses.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. All right, then I will use all of my movement running towards the all 40 feet. Yep.
Okay. About there. Alrighty. Asura,
I'm still hidden, correct?
as far as you know.
Because it matters to which dice I can roll.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Are
so
you
hidden.
attacking?
You're so hidden.
But you're 15 up now, so I don't know if I am what his view is from that angle.
Yeah, I mean, from that angle, you're far enough back that's probably quarter cover.
You got Death Horse, huh?
So you can see him, but not fully.
Or go
Well, I need to know if he can see me.
look twice.
Yeah.
You can attack
Yes.
and find out.
He only lives several times.
But it
You have to
changes.
make the decision.
It changes the order of operation of things I will do.
I'm sorry you don't have telepathic,
I-
abilities into his head and his eyeballs.
Fine. I step out.
You
I'm
actually
gonna say,
don't
oh, you're
have
straight
guns.
kids. I step out.
Or you can use your action to make a perception check to try to see if you can see.
No, because I only get one action in combat. Mother trucker. Step out. I'm gonna step out.
All right.
I'm gonna shoot that mother trucker. Do I have the element of surprise on my side so I can roll my sneak attack
Well,
damage?
roll your attack first.
Well, I rolled a 2, so it doesn't matter.
See?
As your bolt your arrow, careens off and into the rocks behind it, shattering.
And you just hear in Infernal, oh shit. And then I get stuck further back here and hide again.
Okay. Roll stealth check.
I feel like at this point we've all learned oh crap in Infernal, so we all know
It's like
Tom.
yeah, it's like you don't
Are
speak
you
French, but you
trained?
know what merde means.
Yeah.
Like it's just that's a 24
Okay.
to hide.
Good to know. Okay. All right. So he's the only one left at the moment.
The problem is what he is.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let's see. I wonder if he can. Let's see if he used prones.
If we just watch him 3 times, when his thing appears, we just need to hit it 3 times. I've seen this before.
Yeah, it works.
Just watch the bar above his head.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he keeps just doing that same pattern. It's funny.
Yeah. All right.
Gong, gong. Gong, gong.
So you hear more than see the sound of this, like these bony claws on sand and rock, as he scurries forward and then jumps into flight again, and flies over the two of you. And as he makes his way over here, he is going to basically do a hit and run from 10 feet above you. So, yeah. Yep, he is. Yep, he smells your blood.
Only attacking her?
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
It's the only blood that's flowing right now.
Good. Right dear.
I mean, I did activate my Crimson Riot, so I did, a little blood. Little blood.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
Paper cuts don't count.
Hmm?
It's a paper cuts don't count.
Well, he makes this kind of slight pause as he whips 2 claws down at you, but misses both claw attacks. But then the tail is a 27 to hit. So it's, he is nailing his sting attacks here. So I need you to make another Constitution saving.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
That'll do it. It's a 13.
No.
Oh no.
13 is a fail.
That's the
so-
first one that failed. God, those were half.
Okay. So that means you are poisoned. So you will have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay.
However long you are poisoned, you are going to take 11 piercing
Okay.
and 20 poison.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. 11,
11 and 20.
15 piercing and 20 poison.
So 4 more.
35 total.
Alright, it was 11, now it's 15, so that's 4 more.
Yes.
Manageable.
That is true.
Okay.
You pop up with 1 hit point of
I have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws? Or is that what you said?
On attacks and ability checks.
Attacks and okay.
Attack rolls and ability checks. So, interestingly, as he passes over and attacks her, he looks at you briefly as he goes by, and you hear him say, I've tasted your kind before.
Okay, he's leaving, right?
Yep.
It was a 10. He's 10 foot reach.
Yeah, 10-foot reach.
Okay, well my scythe is 10-foot reach.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna attack him.
Yes, it is. Yes.
I have
Reach
a
weapon.
+1 to hit. Rip. That's a 12.
That misses.
Okay.
Is it a disadvantage?
How is it only a +1?
Oh yeah, and it's at disadvantage. I mean,
So,
How is it only a +1?
I don't know what it says.
I wonder if it's
it's a +1, but it's got a bunch of other stuff to it. That's
Yeah, she's probably not proficient with that type of weapon.
Oh, no. It's
Strength.
+1 on the adder, not on the hit.
not your total. Well, I mean, I guess it's a strength weapon, right?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Is it a strength? Is it strength or dex? Because like mine is a
Yes.
dex
So-
stuff.
Yes, it's definitely not a dex weapon. It's a strength weapon.
Yeah.
So yes, because you don't have any strength.
I gotta go to the gym.
Yep. Spend some more time with Drail.
Do you live, bro?
Should we start doing our morning runs again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta find a P90 guild or a
Just get really into CrossFit, you know?
P90 Exandria.
I hate everything about that. Absolutely everything. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, wait, you're a priestess, so it'd be CrossFit. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so bad.
Oh god.
I can turn into a cow. Can I go?
So he does that and then goes back up on the cliff and again flattens himself to make a small target.
He's half his movement when he pops back up, right?
Yes, he did.
Did he really?
Yeah, to make that move there, he had to use half his movement on his crawling, his land movement. So that brings us to Zenoa, who has lost sight of him once again. A very frustrating display of very clever tactics from this creature who seems to be anything but a mindless creature, a mindless monster.
Get out in the middle. Because it's making it hard for Royals to hit.
Also, we can't have you going down.
I mean, I'm trying. Okay. I'm going to. Is drinking a potion a bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
We do house rule that for us,
Okay.
yes.
You're interacting with an object.
I have one. I'm drinking it.
Yeah. That's technically a house rule. But, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like a rule.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
But I mean,
it's
it makes
technically a house
sense.
rule.
Like,
Yeah. Feeding it to someone else is a lot more effort. That makes sense to be an action,
Yeah.
but to just swig it yourself, yeah.
Mhm.
I'll take a bonus action.
Okay. I'm going to. Can I head north?
Sure.
Okay.
So, get there. Or there. Or there. Or there.
Just
Right.
yeah, that's great.
Due north.
Just
Okay.
what's the point of living? I
Tactical retreat.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't,
okay.
I don't know, you've been targeted like this
No.
since you've been here.
Yeah.
He smells your blood. He's
What have you been attacking it with?
My bow.
it's a magical
Wait.
bow.
It's a magical bow.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm
And
going
bloodshed.
to run past you and say, thanks for the touch you and cast holy weapon, or touch your thing, your bow or whatever, and cast holy weapon.
What does that do?
And run north.
Alright.
And your bow looks really epic right now. She says that.
Metal.
And sure enough, it seems to take on this kind of shining,
Frosty.
Yeah, like
It's got
light.
frosted
As,
tips, if you will.
like this shining.
It's, you gave it a 2000 boy band. Like, to it. Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, like this shining kind of bluish light, and you kind of you feel you hear this like crackling as frost just covers over the bow, kind of like going from white to like this blue at the ends.
And does it do anything besides aesthetically?
No, it just looks cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it just looks cool. It's a fifth level spell.
5th level cool.
Reskinned it, you know.
Wow.
It costs a lot of money to
Yeah.
reskin. That's
Yeah.
what's a bit
It's a-
level spell.
It's a loot crate, man. You come.
Yeah. 5th level loot crate.
All you need to know right now is that if it deals an extra 2d8 radiant damage.
Woo! Okay.
It does something else, but
For right
I
now, it's all
can
you need to
make
work.
it happen if I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't die.
Okay.
That'd be preferable.
Okay. It's Eric.
All right. Well, I can't see it from where I am.
Right.
So I'm going to go out to where I can see it.
It's basically the further out from the cliff you get, the better chance you have of seeing him, and
Mhm.
the lesser cover he has.
Do you need to clear that in order to see?
Do I need to clear it?
Yeah, so that you can go this way.
Oh well, like if I just go straight north
No.
towards Zenoa, is that going to still? Am I going to be able to see him that point? From that point?
You have 40 or no? You have
Just
30.
30. Yeah.
I'm so used to.
I know, don't get that monk
Val has
run
like
anymore.
70 feet of movement. Val can just go anywhere.
Yeah. You'll probably be able to see part of him.
All right.
Distance
I
from Cal.
mean, I can't just drop concentration on the entanglement thing, and then
You
I
can.
guess, yeah, and then I'll move over that way to get more visibility. Because I'm guessing
Why? Oh my
roll
gosh.
20.
Roll 20. Why would you undo? Like, when I use undo, it undoes something like 5 turns ago, instead of the thing it just did.
The Lego movie.
Hmm?
Do you like the Lego movie?
I don't think I've ever actually seen it.
It's tragic. It's a really great reference. Never mind.
I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
I don't like it.
When he,
The layer movie?
when good
Lego.
cop, bad,
Oh,
when he
Lego
brings
movie.
Good cop, bad cop's parents in, he's like, no, Dad, stay in this place. Stay right here. And he moves. No, get back where you were.
No.
That movie's
It is
Over there?
Great. Yep, that'll be fine.
Okay. And you're dropping it.
Yep. Just gonna drop concentration on it.
I choose to not take my ADHD medication. And I won't concentrate.
Alright. So you still have some cover, but you can take shots.
All right. So first shot is a 23 to hit.
I'm trying to remember what. Yeah, that would.
What the bonus is?
Yep. I'm adding Planar Warrior onto this to add another D8. So we're just gonna roll
Oh.
all the dice. I'm at D6. That's not right. 13, 14, 16. 22 points of damage.
Okay. What kind?
Let's see. So we've got 13 of piercing, 1 of lightning, and then 4 of radiant. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that covers everything. Oh, and then we'll just over here. I think Planar Warrior is also piercing. So actually, add one word of piercing.
Okay.
All right. So second attack is a 20 or not 29, a 19 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. All right. That's everything that I can do with moves. I got my bonus action. Yeah. I'm done.
All right, Stoic.
Fire away!
Do it.
14 to hit.
Miss.
Second shot.
Blasting off into nowhere.
Yeah, that's better. Second shot is 24.
That'll hit. From your distance.
Just won't do as much damage. 13 damage. 13 force damage.
Cool.
And then I want to go down, but not with all my movement. I kind of want to be in the middle where that light spot is. So I go
Like right there?
Yep.
Sure thing.
Ooh, actually, bonus action. I haven't used any of my healing stuff, and I'm within 60 feet of her, right?
Yes.
So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 13 points of healing.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna pop out. Do I see him?
Yes. You see the top of him.
I shoot.
I forgot we went up a level.
With this column here, you'll see a sliver of him, basically.
17 to hit.
Miss.
Yep, that.
I hide.
Roll stealth.
I got one. Oh no, that's not good. That's a 14.
Okay.
I could use an extra target, to be honest. So.
Oh, do you want me not to hide?
I mean, I'm not saying that out loud. Just Cody's like, oh, yeah, that's fine.
Well, I'm a 14, so I'm not hidden. I don't think. I feel like even passive perception is gonna be like,
Yeah.
I think something's over there. Boom, 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 boom. That's fine if I'm a target. I think that face means that I'm the target now.
I think he's I think as you run, you're going to hear in your mind again, run and hide, priestess. Your world will fall. And you actually see him, those of you who are, as you guys are throwing attacks at him, you actually see him like skitter backwards and then suddenly fly up and then disappear over a ridge.
No! No! We can't let a devil loose in this world! No!
It's alright. Citrus will just make a contract with him.
No. No, there can't be a fucking devil loose in this world. Like...
I mean, he is still hunter's marked.
Yep, that's why I'm waiting for. If we're dropping out of combat.
Zenoa, do you want to do anything? Steric. Hunter's mark just gives you advantage on tracking, right?
Yeah, let me double check that because I feel like it might. I don't know if I can track in the air.
Yeah, I don't
be
think
kind
so.
of difficult. It's just
Not in most circumstances.
It's leaving chemtrails here.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Well, and if they
any,
cross, that's how you know the devils are changing the weather.
Do I have advantage on any perception or survival check to find it?
Yes, so
Doesn't say
if you want to
specifically.
try to chase it through these canyons and pass narrow passageways and, all that kind of stuff, you can certainly try. You want to make an intelligence check for me? Real quick.
Is this well?
It's not your favorite trade.
I don't even know. If
Intelligence?
Oh. I'm sorry. You said do what kind of check again?
Just
Intelligence.
Just a straight intelligence check.
Yeah.
Hoping for wisdom. Okay. 17.
Okay. It is very fast. It is flying, and it is flying straight where you would have no hope of flying. You know, you'd be walking through this maze of canyons and passageways that you've been trying to do. It would be very hard to catch this thing.
Well, that's going to be a problem that we need to figure out eventually. But we aren't catching it. It's gone. So the only thing we can do is move forward.
They say Alraka is the land of the devils.
No, we'll find that one again.
Dead
Oh,
on
I'm
a
sure.
spit, I hope.
I'm sure it's not the last we've seen of him.
Yeah, we seem to anger him a little bit.
Either way, we need to see what's in this hole.
Yep.
Would I have known which level of hell he was from?
You can make a religion check.
I'm a religious gal, but sure, why the hell not? I mean, that was a good roll. Religion. 19?
Okay. 19. I'd say he didn't really give any specifics onto a layer.
Just a bit about, I can show you cold.
Yeah, and you do know there is a layer that is cold rather than fire. It is just absolute bitter, deep cold. Off the top of my head, I believe it's the 7th layer. But you also know that he may have seen it or known of it or something like that, and who knows if he's actually from it or not. It's very hard to know for sure unless you're very, very educated on the, the nature of devils and different kinds of devils and that sort of thing to know which kind dwell on which level, and some of them are, you can be found on all levels. Just.
I didn't know if any of my folklore would have.
Yeah, that would be way too specific for that.
Yeah, I just didn't know if that description had shown up in any of the old wives' tales and other
Sure.
bedtime stories of the sands.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, as the battlefield falls silent except for the sound of wind and sand blowing into this, canyon of sorts in front of this extremely large ancient doorway, behind, the few slaughtered bodies of men.
Which I'm going to check.
What would you like
I will
to do?
help you.
Investigation check.
A 2 and a 3. Oh,
Yep.
that's nice. 11.
11. Okay. You find 32 gold.
I'll get to the bright funds.
And the guy in red does have a small book. Now looking at it, you don't really understand any of it, but it seems maybe a spell book. But it's written, the way it's written looks very different than, say, Easy's spell book. So.
Alright, I'll tuck that into the bag of holding,
Okay.
And are you okay?
No. Well, I mean, thank you. All that help. I don't know that I'm gonna be much help if we go in.
Yeah, you're not looking well.
Let's get you out of the sun. I'm gonna tuck us into this shady alcove that was kind of up towards the side near the door.
Okay.
There's this kind of shady spot.
Okay.
And not directly in front of the doorway. And so I'll just kind of tuck us in and get her kind of sitting down, water, tack,
Okay.
all that.
And, are you able to undo the effects?
I'm poisoned.
After about a minute, you start feeling better.
I think I'm okay as far as any lasting effects.
Should we sit for a bit before we go in? Get a short rest in?
If you think we can. If not, I can heal myself some more.
I mean, I'm always very anxious on time, but you're kind of a critical component to us staying alive.
Well, if they would have made it in the door, I'd say no, but as of right now, this is pretty contained.
Yeah.
I can keep eyes on the door. I'm feeling perfectly fine.
It would probably take a few minutes.
That's fine.
How long is the short rest?
1 hour.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
but
I think almost 30 minutes.
How long does that last
An
them?
hour.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was walking around with a glowing bow. I'm also going to give you a Cure Wounds first level.
Globo.
Whoa, 11 points. World max.
So we're
But we're gonna take a short rest.
yeah.
Are we taking a short rest?
Let's take a short rest because you can get your.
I'm getting the
Take-
smells back.
hang on to your.
Okay.
You can get if you
Magic
yeah,
point.
you can get rolls.
Yeah.
For healing.
Thank you.
I'm still at perfect health, so I'm going to monitor the door for any action, and basically hold an action
We're taking
to.
a short rest.
If anybody comes out of the door, I immediately pounce.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to look the other way towards where we came, just holding.
Okay. Both of you make perception checks.
Okay. 13.
Sorry, let me put my gold away. Perception is plus. So it's gonna be 28.
28. Okay. Okay.
Sarah, before you wander too far, you've been vital and a big help to this team. And I know you're not a full member of our group, but we seem to be a little bit smaller now than we used to, and we need everybody at the top of their game, and so I'm hoping you might trust me enough to put your name in my book.
What does that entail exactly?
It's basically it's gonna help you in the most crucial of times. It'll give you a fighting chance if you were to take a fatal blow.
Speaking my language now. Yeah, I'll put my name.
I'm gonna pull my book out to have him sign his name in my book, so he's
Gone down a few times. I'm like, yes, please.
They're in the book as well. I can't help with the communication problem, but I can at least
I just have to stay attached to one of you guys to
help you with this.
be relayed.
And then I will do my meditation for the short rest, which pops everybody back with the temporary hit points.
I lost one and I cost it to myself.
So it'll reset to 9 for everybody.
I've been untouched.
Yeah.
I lost one when I activated my Crimson Right, but that was it.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll some dice too. I'll roll 2 dice. D8 plus 4, yeah, I'll roll 2 dice.
Since Asura and I are looking around, we don't get the short rest, right? keeping guard, I guess, more than anything.
Yeah, I'm keeping guard. So I'm staying alert.
Yeah, if you're keeping full attention, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I just want to make sure.
So that lets us rest up, which is big. So because I'm basically that's like a long rest to me. I'm back to everything and resets 10 points. So
Would I be able to ritual cast a spell in this short rest?
Ritual cast a spell
10 minutes.
if you do a short rest for an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay.
You
I
can't really do anything during a short rest.
Okay, that's
kind
extra 10 minutes. I really want to pull out those magical beads we found and identify them.
Okay.
are they beads or beans?
Beads.
Beads.
I was really hoping they were beans.
Great, because I was just
Go
doing
with your
inventory
seasoning.
of our bag of
No, I just want magical
Okay, go.
beans.
Hmm.
We can plant them.
Trying to find where we are.
Or no, it was in Allison's.
Is in her
Stash.
study.
Oh, that's right.
Because we also have the sales records. And then the Rock and Silk. The jar of beads is next to my jar of eyeballs.
It's in another dimension. I don't know how close
I put them
they
next
are.
to each other.
Okay.
They're on the same shelf in the nondescript plane of existence.
I seem to have lost my loop page for that. I changed the way I organize some things to make this easier, so of course I lost it.
That's how it always works.
Yep. You got clever yourself.
I put it someplace safe so I won't forget it. I put it someplace so safe. I made it safe for myself.
Uh-huh.
Can you do a
All
keyword search?
The time.
Because I honestly never remember where I put anything in OneNote, but I do keyword search.
I think I remember. Give me a second. Let me just make sure.
But I do know where my conspiracy boards are. For there are several.
Yeah. Okay. They were 20. It's a jar of 20 beads of refreshment.
Mm.
Okay.
So you can look that up there.
Okay.
20 beads of refreshment.
And I'm going to spend some time with my Tome of Divine Invigoration and regain my second level spell.
Okay. Faux show. Okay. Anything else? So, before all of that technically completes, Asura, as you're watching the doorway, you see a movement, like strangely toward the top of the doorway. And you see, as you watch closely with that roll, you see just sort of popping up below one of the eaves, surveying the bodies and looking around, one of those same tiny creatures that you saw in the trees on the 8th level. I'm sorry, the 7th level. That you are familiar with, an imp.
I immediately take out a piece of food.
Okay, so you're trying to make yourself known
To the imp?
to it? Mm-hmm.
Oh, so the imp
You're like
doesn't-
over in the cove, right?
Oh, well, I was hiding near the doorway to, like... I was on alert.
Okay.
Oh, so it didn't see me?
So
I thought he was seeing... I thought he'd already seen me. Or was I misunderstood?
Well, I'm asking what you're doing. Whether he sees you or not, what are you doing?
He saw the bodies. I don't know if he belongs to anybody, because sometimes imps are owned by somebody, right? Like, I know that imps are not, like, wild creatures, like a lot of times. People possess an imp. I stepped forward and I put out a piece of food in my hand.
Okay. With the slightest movement before you even, like, truly step out of the shadows, you see his face whip around to you. And he just...
An infernal, I'll just be like, a gift for you. And I place it down, like, just in front of me, like on the ground.
Roll the persuasion check.
Because I now have good persuasion. But it's going to be my back up. Back up one. Persuasion is now... that is going to be a 25.
Okay. He looks at it, but he doesn't move towards it, and he says, in Infernal, "Who are you?"
I'm a traveler from a long way away. Who are you?
What happened here?
A devil, a big one, attacked. He ran the opposite direction.
Roll a deception check.
I don't have great deception. Oh no, I do have good deception. Okay, we're good. That's an 18.
Okay.
I forgot I'm good at deception because I mostly deceive myself.
He says, "Why did you survive?
Dumb luck, really.
But leave this place.
Why should I leave?
Leave!
Why? I don't know where I am.
That's right. You still look like an old lady.
You're not supposed to be here.
I'm not supposed to be in this entire country, but here I am. Where am I?
Then leave it.
I need to know where I am in order to leave. I don't know what direction to go.
A forbidden place.
What is the name of this forbidden place?
He, like, narrows his eyes for a second. And he says... He kind of looks again at the dead bodies and... Leave. And he turns and starts flapping back.
Wait, where are you from? Who do you belong to? And I put out 3 coin in my hand.
You can roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Okay. 15?
Okay. He glances back at you briefly, but keeps going, and then you see him, like, he's flying towards this little hole, like, very narrow hole up, like, kind of up in the... Okay, make an attack.
That one.
Okay.
Of course.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
1 second.
Yeah, let's see where this goes.
Oh, it goes to alert everyone. That's
Mhm.
what
Yep.
I'm curious what's going to happen on the nat 1. I know where that's going, yeah. Not good for us.
In this exact circumstance, nothing. Except that you miss very, very badly, and it scurries into the hole.
Friends, we have been made. A little imp knows where we are. I do not know who it belongs to, but imps love to chatter. So,
This is at the end of our short rest, right? End-ish.
No. That was about 3/4, 45 minutes.
I'm gonna start figuring out how to open this fucking door.
I'm going to help out with that because now we need to get in.
Okay. While the rest of them continue to rest.
Yep.
All right. Make investigation checks.
I'm gonna give you advantage.
Because one of those was a 1. 21.
21.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you and I speak infernal, so
Yep.
Yep.
so if there's any like infernal shit.
Okay. With a 21, you look at it and you see there's a series of ancient symbols kind of carved and very, very sand worn on the front of it. Very just ancient, and you're not sure exactly what they are. You think they vaguely look very vaguely familiar, as if they are related somehow to stuff you've seen before. Not in a familiar way, I mean just in general, like growing up, but like only familiar in a way that something truly ancient would be. That it's just like maybe something.
Well, and the bottom level has ruins. Like we're basically living on top of ruins in some areas. So like.
Yeah, so you don't know. You have no idea what they are or anything like that, but they don't mean anything to you. But as you're kind of looking over that, as you pay very close attention to not only that, but like smudges and things of that nature to see if there's any interaction. Strangely, there's not on the door itself. But then you notice, as you kind of expand your vision a little bit, you notice there is a place where you can actually see what looks almost like little bits of just a slight discoloration, almost like a grease smudge on a little portion of rock over on the side.
I don't think they go through the door. I point over to the rock. I probably want to give them a few more minutes before we do anything. Or do you want to give this thing a shot?
As soon as they're ready to go, we should be ready to go.
Okay.
I want to at least look around in that smudge area to see if it's like a mechanical thing that I need to like mechanize or deal with. If there's like a locking system in it, or if it's just like a push button, or like to get it to familiarize myself with like how many steps it takes to use this thing we've discovered. Basically, I need to know if I push it now, does it happen immediately, or do I have to like do other steps in order to do the thing?
I mean, you can make an intelligence check.
I will make an intelligence check.
That's gonna be really tough.
Because I'm mildly intelligent. It's a 16.
Okay. It's, you agree with Sarek that it seems to be something they're interacting with, but as for what it does,
Cool. I'm not gonna get trigger happy on a button until my team is ready to roll.
Well,
But I'm now real fucking anxious.
okay.
I mean, because all this stuff is really weird to me, I'm going to look it over for traps just to see if there's anything off about it.
Okay,
I'll
do another investigation.
Natural 20.
Hey!
So 28.
Okay.
Hey!
There's nothing you can see.
Good.
We'll find out if anything else is trapped.
So it's just a rock. So like the door, and like is the rock like to the side, or is it below?
It's like on the wall to
Okay.
the left of it.
Whatever's inside already knows we're here. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Or let us make the assumption that it knows we're here. Because that little fucking imp, I should have shot it as soon as I saw it.
How do you feel about the door?
We found a mechanism.
Yeah, I don't think
I
we're
think
getting
it's
to
might be a push to enter sort of situation. It's definitely not to open the door directly.
Yeah.
So, as soon as you're ready, we push the button and see what happens. But if I push it now and you're not, then
I mean, if we think that they know we're already here, I could send in my eye. I want to try to discern what's in front of us?
Scope out the place a little bit. There's a little cubby hole that the little imp came through if you need a entrance point.
Like, what do you guys think?
I mean, it would be good to know what we're walking into.
Information is information, and know if there's like 40 people with swords behind this door.
Yeah. Never say no to more knowledge.
Okay. Wherever she pointed out, the little imp hole, I'll head that way. And cast my arcane eye to go through that way.
Okay. It's an arcane eye. Okay. So. Vision, 30 feet. Okay. So, as you take a moment and pray, and again, this sort of swirling kind of bluish eye swirls into being, and you send it up into the hole. You see it kind of goes through this pitch black kind of short tunnel, and as it comes out the other side, we're going to take a break.
Oh! But they want to know.
Successful first half. We've unleashed a demon onto the world.
Devil.
Devil, sorry.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
What? Fraggle Rock?
We've alerted an entire whatever to our presence. So, yeah. Successful first half. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you do message or sending, whatever it is, while you've got your eyeball going?
Sending, yeah, again, it's not concentration.
Okay. Noted.
Okay. All right. We will be back in about 10 minutes to see where this goes. All right. Be right back.
Right.
All right. Welcome back. Hope you had a good break. So, as you cast the arcane eye and send it up through the little hole, what you can see seems to be this sort of somewhat natural formation of hole. It's just a mix of weather and whatever, natural things have happened over time to create this. You kind of go through this pitch black and then look out and using that tiny bit of light coming through that short tunnel from the sunlight outside, you can see just dimly what looks like a large kind of a entryway, like hall, like a long hall with columns just inside this door. Again, part of this ancient ruin.
I'm sharing all this.
And roll a perception check for me.
17.
It appears empty at the moment.
I'll relay all of that. Keep moving.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
We should probably get Cithris in motion
Right.
and let him know that Storm popped back into the Feywild, so if he needs more communications, he's going to have to pop her back over here.
You know him best. How do I best communicate this to him? Where we are, or
Just tell him to start. It's time to
see
flirt with what's her face, and we need Storm back. I don't know. You go.
Was that his plan? Did he tell
Yeah.
us what he was doing?
Mm-hmm.
Right, that is the plan, right?
Okay.
That we sent when it was time to send Storm. We sent Storm
Mm-hmm.
because I wasn't here when that actually happened, so I'm making sure that I know that's right.
Not remembering all of it.
Yeah,
we sent
you
Storm
had-
to tell him to
you
go
had
flirt
agreed.
with.
You guys had decided to seek out Hethra's organization and what you can, and when you decided to make a strike on whatever target, you would send Storm back to Cythrus so that she could tell him to go,
To Hethra's.
spend time with Hethra so as to distract her from this happening and buy you time to do it.
I mean, we could either do it now or do we want to wait until we're further in this mess? I just think that a little imp thing, is off to the races, and no better time than the present.
I mean, the imp flew up, right?
Into the hole.
Oh, he flew down into the hole. Got it.
So I'd say Operation Feminine Wiles of Hethra. I don't know what the fuck we're calling it, but tell him it's time to visit Hethra and that Storm needs to be called back from the Feywild. If he wants, at least if he wants to keep comms open, with using her as our mediary.
Okay. In 25 words.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Super easy.
Operation Seduce Hethra is a go. I don't know.
Okay, sending. So there's It's Noah. Operation Seduce Hethra is a go. Storm needs to be called back from the Feywild.
Yeah, like 9 words.
We're ready to go. Do your thing.
2
Good luck.
words.
Okay. What's she doing there? I swear, that girl has no focus at all. Operation... whatever... with whoever... Yeah, sure, whatever. I've got it.
Sounds promising. Let's get it taken care of.
All right, stand back, guys, and I push the button. Works.
Okay.
Wait, did you want me to check? Did it look magical? Anything
Little
look
late
magical?
now.
I checked it for traps. There were no traps. So
There was no physical traps on this thing. I immediately bow up.
it's like I'm ready to step back.
Plus 11 to work on that.
So, as you reach up and push in on this rock,
It's actually a pole rock, and I'm like, oh.
But it looks the same because it's that bar that's not really a bar.
Yeah, I tried to do the thing where you're like, oh no, I meant to do that, and like,
I just wanna-
because we've all done that.
Just practicing my dance moves.
Yeah.
Probably waited.
as you do that and you press in, for a moment nothing happens,
Oh.
and then you see, just ever so faintly, this sort of glow take place around the edges of the door, and it gets brighter,
Mm-mm.
and then you hear this that sort of echoes back into this empty area of what sounds hollow behind, and then you hear as it starts opening outward, with seemingly without any mechanism or anything of the sort. Opens about halfway and then stops.
You're right. It was a pull.
Could you send us a little bit of light?
I can, and I'll bust out my orbs,
Okay.
but just one. Just don't want to send too much light.
Okay.
My arcane eye is still out. Can I push it forward?
Sure. So you push it a little bit, 30 more feet down the way, which just seems to be more columns. It seems like a very long hallway, like a very large hall.
This is in a different space than the.
No,
Like,
it
did I
seems-
enter into?
Seems to be the same thing. It just continues on,
Okay.
and you can only see 30 feet at a time. So you're just
Okay. Yeah, I'm keeping it going.
okay. So you guys are going in.
Yep, knock an arrow and I walk on in, so you guys follow me.
I'll be behind you, and I'm gonna immediately just high alert.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys move in to this ruined space. The quiet suddenly overtaking you as you enter this darkness and this quiet, and then the darkness starts to fade as you hear that sound again as you look behind you and the door is slowly closing.
Alright.
You find yourself with only this tiny little bit of light way up at the top for that hole, otherwise
And his-
black, and his light.
Yeah. And that gives us like a 20-foot radius,
I think so.
right?
So are you sending it with the arcane eye?
Mine can just go and go.
If you, yeah, I can't go that far, but
If
I'll
you
go
need
pretty far with
to, I
it.
say if you need to send it over there, I can put like light on the end of my arrow.
No, I have plenty of orbs.
Okay.
I just have to remember what my range is on.
My eye has dark vision too, so I can just relay whatever I need to.
It's 120 feet, so
Mm-hmm.
I will pull out another orb and then I'll send one until. Can we see your eye?
Just send it as far out as you
Yeah.
can.
Just tell me when you can see the light through your eye, and I will continue to send one of them forward and keep one of them floating with us.
Okay. So just kind of chatting with each other as you go to coordinate these two things, kind of utilizing that to be able to enable your arcane eye to see in this pitch black. It moves forward and forward until you come to a place where the hallway is big enough that you can't really see like the sides past the columns, so you'd have to kind of move and investigate if you want to see that way. You come to a place where you see some steps, and the steps kind of go up to a kind of how do you say? You know what? It's one of days.
Dice.
I've
Dice?
I've
Dais?
heard dais, yeah.
It's one of those things I've only ever seen in books and
Yeah.
never actually said out loud.
I've heard
Like a
Dias and
ceremonial
Dais.
table situation?
DAIS.
Yeah. I think
That's
it's
what it is, though, right?
It's,
Yeah,
it's
I've
like the
heard
it's
it
like a
pronounced
risen.
both.
It's like a stage.
Yeah,
but
I've heard it
it's like
pronounced
for
both a Dias and a Dais.
I'm more familiar with dais, but
DAIS.
I'm a Dais, I'm a Dais.
The man-made plateau.
stage.
Yeah, the performerless stage. You can see the stairs go up a little ways.
Dais.
Dais. We're going with that. Dais.
That's
So
really loud in my ear.
levels out into a dais, and you can see this sort of crumbled pile of rock that seems like age has just kind of caused it to fall into a pile of rubble. At first glance, not sure what it is or was. You continue on?
Can I look at our little doohickey map and figure out where the temple to the cave starts? Like, does it show straight through temple into cave?
Yes, it has. Hold on.
Temple,
It
caves, and
has-
sewers.
Yeah, tape that goes. Temple caves.
It has a word, the word temple, with an arrow pointed straight at caves.
So are we in the cave now?
At the word caves.
I feel like we're probably more like in the temple.
We're going in.
So yes, it's a straight
Yeah, I
map.
think we're like.
Okay.
We're in the caves.
Straight through the temple to the caves.
Are we going backwards?
I am doing my damnedest to read this stupid fucking map.
There's a reason they made it this way.
It's mostly just words. There's a couple places that are crudely drawn, but it's this part, literally 2 words with an arrow.
Temple, arrow to caves, and then is it an arrow from caves to sewers? That like points to sewers?
Yeah, and the sewers this is the one that the next part has the several words that you can't read all of them, but like sewers and catacombs and some other words, and that one has a very, very crudely drawn map of some sort.
I have windy path, tomb, secret entrance as well.
And then warehouse.
Is that a separate thing, or those are all connected?
Yeah, I have temple, caves, sewers,
Catacomb.
things, winding path, tomb,
Okay.
secret entrance, warehouse.
The sewers and the things are one
Oh
thing.
yeah, warehouse.
What?
Sewers and things are one thing.
Sewers
Oh, okay.
and things are one thing.
So caves, arrow, sewers and other things, sewers, etc. A
Okay.
new company, and then an arrow to tomb,
Okay.
with then arrow to secret entrance, then the warehouse. Arrow to
Okay,
warehouse.
love that. While our little light dude is up, I'm gonna put the map up towards the light and see if there's a secondary map that is embedded in our
Hair
primary map.
Okay.
Nicolas Cage.
That looks a little bit more like a legitimate map to follow.
Okay. Do an investigation check.
Can I get help?
Sure. I mean, tell me what you need me to do.
I don't have good investigation. Oh, okay. Investigation is 19.
Okay. So with the 19, as you hold it up to the light,
Declaration
kind
of
of looking,
Independence.
at where the ink isn't. So basically, as you hold it up, you look and you see this sort of gradient where it's like this kind of whitish yellowish in the middle, and then just kind of fades to dark on the ends, where the ball of light is on the other side.
There was no reason for that. There was no reason for that.
There was a reason for that.
That was a smart question to ask. How dare you? I was using my big brains.
It was a very good question. Yes.
Thank you. I deserve props for at least asking a smart question,
Well,
even
you
if it
can
did
ask
not
a smart question, and I can have fun with it at the same time.
Mother trucker.
Before I send my arcane eye further in towards the dais thing, I do want to do a quick perimeter check around those columns, just to make sure
Okay.
if there's any patrols that I'm missing.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and do another perception check for this kind of.
12.
Okay. So as you do, you can see there are some doorways kind of leading off in other directions past the columns.
They all look about the same doors.
Yeah.
I'll relay that.
Everyone loves fucking
If I don't
doors.
see anything moving, I'll just move towards the
You don't come on.
dais area.
The Deus Ex Machina.
Okay.
Zero base.
So moving past that pile of rubble that's kind of in the middle of this dais, and moving on, it continues back a little ways, and then it kind of comes to a kind of a large wall, and you can see just faintly some drawings or paintings or something that's barely visible anymore, but some sort of illustration that's faded beyond recognition, just some sort of You don't know if it's a record or just an illustration or whatnot. And in the middle, there's this kind of crack that kind of widens pretty widely, down towards the bottom to, probably a good 10 feet at the bottom, and is just kind of open going back into darkness.
This is the back wall.
Mm-hmm.
And the illustrations, I can't even remotely look at it and be like, oh, this is a war, oh, this is religious somehow. Or...
Make a history check. A very, very difficult history check, sure.
Would I be able to help her just being Tirothan?
If you want to go up to the wall. But you can't really help her with this because you're not seeing through the eye.
I thought we were up to the wall. Okay, never mind.
This for 16.
16, it looks really old.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more thing, could I try to inspect, get really close to the rubble pile? And see, oh, is this a statue?
Sure. Yeah. Roll an investigation check.
21.
21. Okay. Looking at it, as you look at it, you trying to see if it was a statue. It looks. You don't see any details, like an arm or any kind of shape that seems to indicate what once was a statue of any kind. And it also seems strangely kind of elongated, like a rectangular, strangely. And then you in particular might realize this was an altar of some kind.
On the dais, like in a church.
Yes, we might be in the temple.
Mm-hmm.
I'll relay all that information. I'm not seeing any movement.
That's good.
Keep eyes out.
Yep.
Who knows who or what is in here?
Yeah, I'll
You said
keep
that
moving.
there's
Yeah,
drawings?
There's drawings. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
We can take a moment when we get close.
So is it a dead end back there?
No, there's a big walkway, big crack through the back wall that I could keep pushing through.
Look like caves on the other side?
I haven't been. I can push through.
Let's push through.
Well, let's all get up to the dais and maybe take a closer look before we send your eye probing through.
You sure? It's invisible.
Yeah, but it just seems safe up to that point, doesn't it? And my light only has so much range.
Yeah, sure. I just
Safe
want to
is
make
relative.
sure that it is an open walkway. If we show up in this altar space, anything can come
Push
through.
us to the
Yeah,
inside of it, so
yeah.
we can at least see if anything's coming towards
Yeah.
the crack.
I'm gonna go through it.
Okay. You'll probably have to move up a little bit.
That's what I mean.
to
Like
keep
mine
up with the
only
light.
has so much
Yeah.
range on mine, so we have to move up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought we were slowly walking 120 feet behind this thing anyway.
That's what we like to do.
Okay. And I think you have to maintain visual, don't you, to effectively move it? So you don't really know where you're sending it or what you're.
Didn't really mention that, but I would assume so.
You might be able to blindly move it about, but you wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to know
So you can get
what you're...
adjust through the crack, but
Yeah, so
once
let's walk up there a bit.
Okay. So as you climb up these kind of worn and ancient stairs and make your way up, and you all find yourself kind of looking at this, what looks to her like a crumbled altar. You're pushing the eye through the crack.
Yep. If we're in that space, though, I do kind of want to look over the altar area. Is there any writing, runes, any stuff I should be?
Make another investigation. Well, no, you already did one. So you had a 21. Is that correct? Let's see. There actually in this one you don't see any writing or runes of any kind.
Okay.
You do see on the rocks at the top, at least some parts of the rocks at the top have some discoloration that looks you could imagine.
Rusty.
Like, yeah, like maybe once was blood long, long ago. Just stains, but not even red. I mean, it's just, you know.
Is the wall just behind this altar? Or is the wall like ways off from the
It's a
altar?
little ways back. It's a pretty big dais.
Okay.
It's a pretty big temple.
Yeah, I'll push it through the crack.
Okay.
I'll send the light with it.
All right. So as you push through this, which goes deeper than you expect, and kind of winds just mildly a little bit, you start to see a very faint kind of bluish greenish glow ahead of you.
I'll relay that. Is it like a...
Are you stopping in the light?
Should I cut out the light?
Yeah, it's with my eye right. Yeah, cut it out.
Okay. I'll stop and pull it back a little bit.
Okay.
Is it... Do I see the source of the light, or it's like like it's hitting a wall and, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's like in this crack. You haven't gotten close enough because again, you're only at 30 feet vision. It's like it's blind beyond that. So
I'll keep going and try to see the source of the light.
Okay. So as you keep going, you see that this kind of cracked passageway ends, and beyond it, you see this very faint, kind of dimly lit area with this sort of strange, ethereal blue-green light that seems to be emanated from mushrooms, kind of glowing in various places in what looks like a naturally formed cave.
Not the mushrooms.
I hope it's not the stupid, like, I can read your thoughts.
Yeah, I was like, I'm about to go and the read your thought mushrooms from the last mushrooms that we encountered.
Is that Faye?
No, that was
That was early.
That was when we were told by Hadressa the first time to go to the mines to find those miners
we
that
were
had
in the
bled.
Vander.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, relay that the mushroom thing. This thing this moves us from the temple to the caves.
Fucking mushrooms.
Yeah, ways to go.
I'm not a flora or fauna expert, so I don't know what kind of fucking mushrooms we're gonna have in there.
Can I just look around for any movement in that space?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
27.
Okay. At the moment, you don't see anything.
Let's go.
I'm gonna slowly get closer to the wall with the artwork.
Yep. I was curious about that too.
Okay.
Is it perception or investigation?
History.
History.
Was the
It would be history if you're trying to discern anything about it.
At this
What's your
point,
history?
I'll pull out the rest of the floating balls of light.
Okay.
Kind of
Yeah,
illuminate
to
the
fully
wall.
illuminate it, sure.
so
I'm gonna help
Siri and
him.
Siri and I are looking at it. So 28.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just use my knowledge of this
Yeah, so
local
what's this?
story. Yeah,
This looks
storytelling.
like this, and
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, there's very little left. And Sarek, you're looking at it and you don't really know what you're looking at.
right. I'm just like this is what I'm seeing, and she's having to.
Yeah,
Decipher
Asura,
it.
you would recognize this is more Alrakan than like Tirathian or tiefling in nature of any kind. And you know, just from what little you can gather, it seems maybe related to some sort of organization that might worship or worshipped some kind of what looks like a djinn or djinn type creature of some sort. Yeah, that's about it. Like I said, there's not much left.
I relay with that. Do I know much about Jinn from at least from folklore?
I'll let you roll another history check for it.
What would a djinn be considered? Fae, fiend, anything like that?
16.
mean as shit and very powerful.
Yeah, no. I don't know. Cedric would know that, but yeah.
Fae or feet? No, they're not Fae or feet.
16 for history.
The statue from the petals, wasn't that a djinn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Wasn't it called like the Golden Gin or something like that?
Yeah,
Something
that
like
guy's
that.
nice.
It's another casino entrance.
Nice.
16 for
Very secret casino. Called the Warehouse. What did you get?
16 for
16?
history.
Really only the vaguest things. I mean, they're tied to Alrakan history, kind of the way the Fire Realm is, as they and the Fire Realm are to Alraka as devils and the Nine Hells are to Tiratha. It's like a lot of countries are often influenced by certain realms and often have their own creatures of myth or reality from other realms or whatever, and Jen are just one of those that get represented in different ways. There have been parts of Alrakan history that have even had them on the coins and stuff like that. It's just they're used in. It's sort of like I'm trying to think of a good example, like
Boudica from England.
a what?
Boudica from England, the ancient warrior priestess woman from ancient Rome. She's held up as a symbol of strength of the nation and
Sort of, but almost like dragons in Chinese culture or Japanese culture, where it's they're there and maybe influence certain things, or maybe there were organizations related to them at some point, and so they're recognized for what they are, but not much is known by the typical person about what actually anything really detailed about them. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I wish I'd actually gotten formal education as opposed to just staying up late with the drunkards at the caravan stops. Although the Oasis stories are very, very funny. I will tell you that. Especially as they're heaving themselves over the side. Oh, let me tell you another story. It was very funny.
So,
Sounds pleasant.
so on that map, the caves were listed after the temple.
Yes.
Looks like we found them. Which means we're going the right direction.
Yep.
As far as we know.
Let's continue forward.
Yeah.
Be very, very careful about these mushrooms. I'm going to take the, scarves that I've made for everyone, and I'm going to cover my face before we go into this mushroom room. Because I remember spores.
Not me, I'm gonna pick one as soon as I'm fucking close enough.
I'm gonna do the same out of fear of.
The last time we hung out with mushrooms, we could all hear inside each other's heads for a little while.
I think I picked one last time too.
You did.
I ain't learned shit.
And then when you said it's yep, I'm gonna cover up my nose, mouth.
When you say that, I'll be like, oh, and I'll drop it down. I already do that.
Okay, well, I don't, so.
We'll be inside your head.
What's in your head? In your head. Mushrooms, mushrooms. I was gonna sing bad coping strategies, but I couldn't get it in the rhythmic manner.
Don't do that, by the way.
Do I
Get
die?
inside your head?
Yeah.
Do I die?
Can't
Or do
break
I get a
it.
mushroom?
So you guys are
Do
progressing
you die?
through the
You're resting correct.
Yeah,
Once we get to
into the
mushrooms,
crack.
I'm gonna
mushroom.
Episode title.
Yeah.
Please.
Through the crack.
Yes.
I can imagine the art.
Yes, let me.
into the crevasse.
Okay. This may require some manipulation. We're going to try to.
Okay.
Hey, we're not here for manipulation, alright? We're here for consent.
Fact. Oh, yeah.
Always.
I forgot we have the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not up on the. It's not up on roll 20 yet. Yep.
Alright, you're going to go to the bottom left.
It's small.
It's so
covered.
tiny. It's so tiny. We're in darkness, except for the little blue mushrooms.
Yep. Give us a second while we manipulate the map a little bit. Or
It's
at least
really
try.
exciting in that our screen is 90% black and just this little blob of blue. It is very exciting.
Yeah, I
Dynamic
think you
lighting.
guys watching might have a hard time seeing this now that I understand how this works here. a little
Dynamic
better.
lighting.
I can switch to combat if you just want constant combat music for the rest of them.
Listen, I like to be anxious and on edge for hours.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna pass.
Look at the magic of technology. We can move boxes with mice.
Yeah, sorry, give us a second. Because Larry, you're gonna it's actually potentially a big screen that's the bottom left of, so keep that in mind. But as you enter into this what looks like a naturally formed cave, and you see these kind of varying sizes, but mostly larger than normal mushrooms that seem to have this kind of faint phosphorescent glow to them.
Do
This
any of them look like the
blue-green-
mushrooms that we saw when we were in the...
Roll a nature check.
What is my nature?
Chaotic evil.
Yes. Okay. 17.
Okay. They don't look like the same thing.
Okay.
If I find
Well-
a small one about hand size, I'd like to pick it and put it in my pocket.
Okay.
So dangerous. So dangerous.
Roll
It's a good middle ground.
Constitution saving throw for me.
'Cause
Mhm.
I was gonna eat it.
Don't eat. Why are you just eating?
Ha! That one!
Oh my god. Jesus effing Christ. He picked it immediately as soon as he walked in.
And then I rolled a nat 1 on a Constitution save. So 5.
Okay.
What's the chaos seed? That's what I've discovered.
You take 4 points of
Psychedelic damage.
radiant damage
Whoa. Okay.
on your hand. Yeah.
Did you
As you put it
check
in your
the
pocket.
mushrooms out?
Yeah, they're not familiar.
Okay.
That's awesome. I'd be able to identify that, right?
You could try.
No, not the mushroom itself, but like if it hurt me, I would be able to tell that that was radiant damage that hurt me, right? As a former cleric and
well,
user of radiant damage.
not all radiant is like holy, so it's not
Okay.
necessarily what. It's not necessarily of the kind that you are familiar with.
Okay, fair enough.
Radiant
So I
as in
don't-
radiation.
Yeah, it's sort of like not all piercing damage is from the same kind of soldier.
Sure,
It's like
sure. But they're all stabby.
yeah, not all fire damage is from the fire realm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Sometimes it's from a scorned heart.
Okay, so let's avoid the mushrooms.
Still in my pocket. I got one.
one glowing danger mushroom.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to lead them through this the best I can.
Okay.
Mine front.
Yep.
So, looking before you, and again, this is very dim light. So, I mean, you've got your light, your balls of light, but without, you have to decide where you're sending your eye and that sort of thing, and where you're going as you go. Because right now, you're coming from south on the map.
Mm-hmm.
You've got what looks like, you could go north or east.
And our little crude map doesn't give us any specified directions of like north or east.
As you look at the word caves, there doesn't seem to be any indication of direction on the C or the A or the V. or on the E or the S.
The arrow that goes from caves to sewers. Which direction?
It's pointing to the right, guys. East. In fact, I think the whole trip is east. Straight east. We solved it.
It's not a flowchart.
Kinda is.
Have we been moving north?
On the map, yes.
I'll keep my eye north.
Yeah, I mean, technically, well, on the map, for the sake of this, yes. I mean, in technicality, you would the entrance, like if you went in, you would have been going southwest. But
so far it's been like a straight shot for us. Like
yes.
Okay, then I'm just gonna keep
So for
going
the sake
straight.
of this and keeping track of it and being able to look at the map, yes, you've been heading
Alright, I'll
straight
keep
north.
moving my eye straight then.
Okay. All right. So as you move forward, I will show you some more. Okay. Yep. So, as you, is that not reflecting on the?
Not
There
as
it is on
much.
here.
Yeah,
That's not.
maybe it froze. Sorry, give us a second. It's not, the map's not reflecting what's actually happening.
There it went. Did you do something? Did you do something or did okay? I just didn't know if it did it automatically. Like you just had to walk in the room and
Yeah,
scare it a
I
little
would-
bit.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Are
It's not
those
just not about word.
ridges or pits that are like
Okay, so
cliffs or
this are walls.
okay?
You can see your arcane eye as it moves up is starting to see water. Right here.
Sewer.
We'll go that way.
Keep going.
Look for any movement, especially in the water.
All right, make another perception check.
That's where tentacles hide.
Yeah, 17.
Okay.
It's been like 3 times in this campaign.
What?
Tentacles
Yeah, that we've walked.
near water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, there's a lot of things I'm into, and that is not one of them.
You see, so as you kind of move in and survey this room, in fact, I think you'd see a little bit more than this here. Okay. So as you start to see, as you start to see more, you see this kind of pool of water to your left, a smaller pool on the right, another one further ahead. You see more of these glowing mushrooms. You start to see that it branches again. You can kind of go to the right or keep going straight. And the straight seems to start elevating a little bit.
Oh, relay all that to everyone. I mean, I'm okay with just going straight to get through, but if you guys want to take some time to veer.
Well, it's elevating, then we're going the wrong direction because we need to go further down, yes, into the sewers.
Is that what you said? It's elevating? Did I miss that? The straight path is?
Yes.
Okay.
Right? Because
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Because shit rolls downhill when we're looking for sewers.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright,
it's,
we'll try to-
it's more like a trickle down sort of situation.
Do you want to veer this first right or keep going to the right?
Trickle down sewernomics.
That's how Tiratha is built. Trickle down sewernomics.
True.
That's why the shit sits at the bottom. I do not.
To answer the question earlier, the water seems still at the moment.
Okay.
You don't have any movement or flowing of any kind. I mean, our map just says, and then go this direction, and then there will be a thing. So
Let's just keep going
get our
straight.
bearings.
Yeah, let's just keep going straight.
Do we want to veer further in where there's more water?
Well, let's just keep moving and move slowly.
Very slowly.
And once we get up to where I can see that it veers off, I'm gonna throw a light orb down it.
Okay, which veer off?
first
There's
one?
been
The second one,
three
the
veering
wide, the
off.
wider
Oh, yeah,
one.
the
The
big
So there's
second
one here, there's one here, and then there's one there.
Yeah, the middle one.
Middle
I
one?
don't. Danny doesn't see that, so Stuart doesn't see it. He's gonna see the next one.
Number
I'm sorry,
two.
So the second
This one?
Sorry.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So once we walk it past that, I'm gonna
Okay.
send an orb down there.
So,
A couple of them just moving 125 feet
okay.
to kind of light up that corridor.
Alright, so going that way.
Yeah.
Yep, just looking from there. You can see a little bit more water down there. You can see a couple more. One, it's like you can see it starts to go up here, here, and here. Several different directions you can go.
Should we continue forward?
Yeah, before we move forward though, can I listen for any sort of like moving water or the sound of like dripping or other things that would indicate like there is motion happening somewhere? Like water movement happening
Sure,
somewhere?
and roll perception check, and while we're doing that, what's your marching order?
I was up in the front.
I'll be
she's
to his right. I'll be to your right.
okay. While she is doing that, is the ground like muddy or dry?
Right now it's rock.
It's rock.
It's the whole thing feels damp.
Okay, there's nowhere to.
But only vaguely damp. Like not as much as you would think from mushrooms and water, standing water in the place, probably counteracted by the desert
Right.
portion, but
There's not really anywhere to look for tracks to see if there's been a frequented path.
Or
you
worn down
can
stone.
Do a survival check.
It's like very crunchy, loud gravel for all of us except for Sura.
So no one is sort of where are you in the marching?
I was behind him.
I can just be behind Stone.
Okay.
So which is basically how we are. That's
Yeah.
Cool.
It was a 15.
For tracking.
For tracking,
For
and then
tracking.
25 for
Yeah.
sound.
Okay. At the moment, from here, you don't really hear anything or notice anything. Just more of the glowing mushrooms. As you kind of get down and look, from here, there does seem to be evidence of travel, but this is like cave rock. It's not dirt or mud or anything like that. So it's kind of hard to know for sure, but there is definitely evidence of like time kind of wearing from traffic. A few different, basically both directions.
Okay. That was more when I was.
If you were to guess, you might guess the right has a little bit more traffic, but it is kind of hard to tell for sure.
Yeah. I mean, we can try going that way, point to the right. It's hard to really tell, but it looks a little bit more worn, a little bit more frequented.
I mean, we are aimless otherwise, so.
tracking's not my strong suit, so
No.
I trust you.
Let's go that way and see if we can. Till we run to a dead end.
I'm just gonna stay on alert, keep my perception kind of ears open, eyes open.
And you've got the orbs out front of us, right? Just
Yeah.
Just one or two.
4.
Oh, you got all of them out now.
Some
Okay.
all out.
Okay. Turn you sideways for the sake of marching.
Can we move our eyes towards this area?
So you can pull your eye back, pause for a minute to pull it back, and then move it down this area. What direction do you want to go with it?
Was there one particular jutty out from the right?
This way.
This, like
See
here?
if it connects to this, path over here.
Okay. Yeah, following it up. You see more kind of narrower passageway here. And you start to see that it branches and does seem to connect to this room here.
I'll pull it back and go. Is this a dead end? Is that what your lights on?
We don't know yet.
Okay, I'll pull it this way.
I can't really see that map.
Basically straight from where we're
right.
walking.
To the right. Of
Straight.
that.
Okay, pull it back. So to this way?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, you're seeing a little bit of a cubby there. And then you see well, I don't know what happened to it, but there's, so it's not marked on the map clearly here, but there is a door right there. And you can actually see what looks like the beginnings of man-made stone, and then just a couple of them, and then a door.
Yeah, I'll relay that.
Is there like is this a completely wooden door? Is it a door that has
I
like
apologize, you would have seen a little bit further down this one up here when you pass by. Let's see. Let me just make sure. Yeah, you would have seen some rubble and what looks like the beginnings of a man-made, area over there too.
The door, what's the elevation on the door? Is it like going down into a door or is it the same?
These are the same.
and is the door one solid flat piece of wood, or does it have like a grate, like a see-through port, or like?
It looks pretty solid, like solid kind of round beams of wood just strapped together. It's kind of crude but old and
So-
solid.
So so there's no like crevices or anything for your eye to get through.
Doesn't look like it.
Do we want to go towards the door, or do you want to go towards the other structure?
Probably connected in some way.
So structure?
You mean this?
Yeah, the structure further up.
Let's continue down. I say we go towards the main structure where you saw the rubble.
It's fine with me.
We're going to head towards the rubble.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you're heading
Towards the
up.
towards that structured,
It's up here.
rubbled area.
Yep.
Okay.
Do we want to bring the eye back around?
Yeah, I want to send it out
Yep,
in
yep.
front of us.
Okay, we'll send the eye back around to
Mhm.
that structured area.
And it stays how far in front of us? The eye?
Like 120 some odd.
It's work.
Oh, just have her.
Yeah.
Well, we're at the distance of the orbs.
Yeah, he wants the
No,
orb.
there's mushrooms. She can see.
Okay.
I mean, it has.
In narrower places, what marching order would you like?
First.
Second.
Third.
Okie dokie. Alright, so as you guys make your way into that area, find yourself entering into what looks like a kind of small. Oh, why isn't it revealed? There we go. A small kind of rectangular room where it looks like the wall has just sort of collapsed or been burrowed through, or you don't know. There's no way to know. But it's just kind of open, connected this sort of man-made ancient area and caves, the caves behind you, which this area becomes dark then as the dim light of the mushrooms is behind you and doesn't seem to carry into this man-made part. So north of you, you've got another hallway there into the dark, and here you've got another hallway with some branches.
I cannot lost promise.
I say we take the big hallways and stay partnered up.
Yep. Thinking the same thing. Is it, you said the...
Can we send the eye really quick to the other entrance before we move?
Sure.
Okay.
Your
Might
eye.
as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
See what trouble we're getting into.
Okay. Do me a favor, make another perception check, Sanoa.
22.
Okay. So as you send it north, it opens out into another small room with just what looks like more kind of ancient rubble. You see a hallway going this way. And right here, you see another old door. With a 22, you do see this one has a keyhole.
Okay. I'll relay that information.
Can your eye go through a keyhole? How small of a hole can your eye move through?
A solid barrier blocks the eye's movement. Pass through. Oh, yeah, it can pass through that. I'll do that.
Okay. Alright, so going into this room. It opens into a slightly larger room, which has more rubble, and this rubble up here. as you enter into this room, it's well, and I guess this is probably an important part to note. Are you sending? Stoic would have to move up to try to send the light through the keyhole with you. If the light.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that anyway.
So not going through the door then?
I am without the light.
Okay.
Because the eye has dark vision, so
Yes.
I mean, obviously it's limited, but
So even with the dark vision, you can kind of see there's a room. You can't really see much detail about what might be in this room, except that there is a very faint, to the kind of northwest corner, there seems to be what looks, it's hard to tell in this, with this kind of dim of a light, and really you wouldn't be able to see anything except that this rubble or rocks seem to be covered with this very, very faintly glowing red fungus of some sort, you would guess.
Okay, there's some. It doesn't look like the mushrooms, but there's some fungus growing in that room around the rocks and rubble and stuff. I don't know. But that's all I see. I don't see
So
anything else going on there.
probably need to look out for any other red fungus we might run across.
yeah, red fungus behind the closed door. Feels ominous.
Why don't we head?
Down the big,
Yeah.
the wider alleyway.
Get our bearings.
And those are the big wall alleyway. Like there's doors on each side. Is that what the gaps in the wall are?
Mhm.
Okay.
So you're moving down that hallway?
Mm-hmm. And then once we get to the edge of the first set of doors, I'll take a look to the left door. You want to take a look to the right? Just to see if it's open.
Okay. Make a perception check.
17.
Okay. So, down both directions, you do see closed doors.
Good.
I'll bring the eye to see if there's a peephole in any of those doors.
Okay. So two things. One, before you do that, Asura, the door to the north looks old, but there's something familiar about it that you might have seen before. Like it's a door that's, again, old and older style than what you're used to, but it seems to be reinforced with metal, just in a way that seems familiar in doors that you've seen on doors meant to hold people in.
Like cell doors. Gotcha. I'm just gonna be like, that is a cell. It is reinforced, so somebody or something could be behind it.
Is there a lock on it?
Mm-hmm.
Or a slit? Surely there's like a slit.
Yeah.
So the keyhole through?
Let's see. This one is too small. Like the keyhole is too small.
Alright.
Can I place my ear to the door and see if I can hear anybody like rustling or moving or breathing or like a sense of something living beyond it?
Sure.
I'll try to help you with that.
Okay.
Okay. So you move up there. Make a perception check.
That is going to be a 29.
Okay. As you put your ear up and listen, you don't hear anything. Sarek, with your perception as you were paying attention to these hallways, as she kind of goes over to the other door, you feel like you might have heard something to the south.
Okay. Not south on the map, but south.
The
Like
other-
behind.
South
the
of the
other
map.
door.
Okay. Did it sound like a voice, like shuffling of
It
feet?
is very faint.
Very faint.
Not even sure if you heard it. It's just like a, if you want to go check it out.
Are both of these doors built similarly, like they're housing
The
something?
southern one is not.
Okay.
It's built like the one you saw back in the other cave, like the old, just kind of simple, kind of old, crudely built, solid door.
Hold on just a second, and I want to put my. It's just a solid wooden door. Nothing. I'm gonna put my ear up against it and try to listen. See if I can hear anything.
Okay.
And
Make a perception check.
Perception. Natural 1.
Oof.
Not doing much with that. I don't know. Seems fine. I heard something a little while ago, but not there
Yeah,
anymore.
it's hard. It's like you're having a hard time differentiating between like the shuffling of people, in the group, and
Do you want to keep pushing forward? Or do you want to figure out what this is? I kind of vote to keep pushing forward, but
Pushing forward as in trying
Going.
to open this door?
as in continuing down the hallway.
I thought you said you heard something.
I did. Do you want to
Can
try?
I try to put my ear up to the door?
Well, make a perception check on the door.
26.
Okay. You can actually see there seems to be a very tiny area, very at the bottom of the door, where it's like there's like a almost like a chip almost away. I think you might be able to slip the eye through. As you do, it opens out into a. I'll show you the room itself here. You can see there's a room with 3 other entrances, so 4 total into this room. But what catches your attention the most is this mass, or this really group of people in the middle that are all kind of crouched down. And you hear, actually, do you hear with the Arcane Eye at all?
I don't think so. It's just
I think-
visual information.
Okay, so you don't hear anything. But you see this group, and they're clearly, there's like slight movements to them and everything, like they're doing something. And send it closer to.
They're crouching.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll send it closer.
All right.
Bird's eye view.
So as you get closer,
Seemed normal.
you see a group of about five humanoid people that are 2 of them tieflings, 3 of them humanoid. A couple of them have hoods on, but their clothes are almost more dirt than cloth. They are ragged, full of holes. Like a couple of them have hoods pulled up, but it's not thick. It's like holes, just absolute rags. With several of them have bare feet that are just like black fading into brown, like just from dirt and who knows what. Just absolute, kind of the most disgusting people you've ever seen, probably, just from in terms of dirt and hygiene. And you see, as you get closer, you just see them like all crouched around this something and doing something. And as you send the eye closer and kind of get an aerial view,
It's giving Hills Have Eyes.
you see,
I think of cannibals.
indeed, you see a carcass of a human that seems dressed very similarly to the people you saw in the slum area of Tiratha, being slowly disemboweled and consumed by these people.
I relayed that last night. I think we should keep going.
And you start to understand just what Asura meant by "you don't go down here."
What's the temperature? Just curious.
It is kind of an uncomfortable warm,
Okay.
like just slightly moist, but not too bad. Not as much as you would expect from a cave, but
Yeah. So we push forward. Leave this one.
You okay? These used to be the bedtime stories that you would scare people with. They would tell you about how they would throw the little ones down here to fend for themselves if you acted out or caused problems. They used to say they would come and get you. They would snatch you away in the night, and then they would eat your bones while you were still alive. I didn't believe them.
I just put my arm around her and keep moving us forward.
okay. So you guys keep moving forward. Oops. Okay. All right. So Getting as far as the next branch off here, you see another short hallway and another reinforced door.
For another cell of some sort.
A lock on it?
Is there a lock? Is it again big, too small to
Same,
get
it
through?
looks exactly the same as the one before.
Okay, so it's too small for the eye to get through.
And we're at a dead end.
No, it continues. Oops.
Need to move the
Why?
TV.
I don't
Why?
passively
Roll 20,
or
why?
anything,
Why?
just-
Yeah, I was like, I have a passive perception of 21, so I'm like, and I have alert as one of my feats because anxiety. Yeah, I literally took alert because I was like, this feat feels like someone who's lived with trauma their entire life.
So
You'd
as
be
of right
constantly on
here, you can see ahead it kind of branches out again 3 ways. So
So do we continue on the path? Or do we backtrack to explore more?
It's up to you. Do you think this? Do you feel like this is a good way to go, or do you want to? I mean,
I feel like I just want to keep moving.
then let's just keep moving.
okay,
Send my eye in front of us. Keep going.
okay. So as you move forward
The TV.
into this little area here. Why? Roll 20, why? Why do you keep hiding when I want to reveal? Okay.
It's to build the suspense for the DM as well.
Is it going to work?
It's exciting for everyone.
Alright. To your north, you see a door. Another kind of crude, simple, solid door. To the south, you can see a little ways where it kind of goes down in a wide area and kind of branches off a couple of different ways. And ahead, you can see it hits a wall and then turns north. But I need Sarek and Stoic to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, of course you do. Natural 20.
Okay.
For a 29.
19.
18?
19.
Oh, 19. Okay.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Do I still have my jar?
What jar?
I had a jar. I can't remember if I used it.
So, as this is...
I throw it at things, it makes doors ajar.
Oh, that.
I don't know. For that joke. No, because we used it for the,
I thought we used it.
like, wait, in the,
But this is a one-time use thing?
windmill thing.
Was that a one-time use?
Yeah,
or-
it was a one-time
Dude,
use.
Okay.
roll 20. Seriously, I am selecting reveal area and then it does hide. Yeah.
Jar flies.
Like, it's even... I don't understand.
It was a jar.
It was just a jar.
Because it made
And it
doors ajar.
Mhm. Okay, I think finally revealed. Okay.
Did you do it? Did you do it?
As you guys progress forward, the two of you feel just the slightest flutter of movement under your feet, and you both shove back into the girls behind you, like shoving them back as you narrowly, well, you especially narrowly, get your other foot back up using your thigh strength to kind of push back up as the floor goes out from under you. As the, this kind of
Classic
thin
pitfall.
veneer that looks like stone falls into a spiked pit.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I see. Where was
In
the
the,
spike?
this is
Where
in
was
the
spike?
center of the room. Still room to kind of, square around whichever direction you want to go, but just in the center.
That is exciting. You okay?
Yeah. That's That was fun.
It's kind of the pits.
Yeah. Other way. I don't think
Well,
we're going that way.
Which other way?
Is it
Would you
right?
like?
Sorry, what'd you say?
As in right?
Yes.
Yeah, but usually when a trap like this goes off, it's because things are going. We're in the right direction, not the wrong direction.
Do you want to send your eye up a little bit and see what's around the corner?
Yeah,
Straight
and for the
front of us?
record, right. I mean, I feel like I could calculate that entrance, like south of where we're headed, would enter into the creepy room.
I think there's 2 doorways.
There's 4 doorways to get into the creepy room.
Well, there's 2 doorways.
So you meant if you send it
At least that
south
was
and then go
Like
then
in my
go
mind, I
west?
feel like that would connect. Which may be wrong. I'm just saying to know. What we
Seems
think
possible.
That. Not a tracker. I just think that.
Seems possible.
Because that was there was a doorway on that side from the inside.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with just moving forward. I don't want to run into any more of that back there.
Be preferable.
The problem is we're probably going to run into more of that the further in we go.
You can. I meant to mention you can make another perception check on the door immediately north to you if you want. See if you can squeeze through it.
24.
Okay. Yeah, you find another little slot where it's kind of worn up a little bit, like this tiny little arch at the bottom of the door, so you can slide under it if you want.
Is that what you're talking about? This
Yes,
is the door?
north.
Sure.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. So, if it will actually let me reveal. Okay. So, you send your eye and it opens into a long, narrow hallway. And as you continue in, you need light if you want to be able to see anything in here.
Stuck.
Is there enough room for me to put an orb under there?
Is there any limit on how big the orb is?
No. It's like the size of a fist, basically.
Well, let's see. Is that dancing lights? Is that right?
Yeah.
Torch-sized lights.
That's vague.
Oh. Okay. Something to keep in mind.
I know. I noticed that afterwards.
The
That's
stringing,
why. That's why I
yeah.
stopped, and that's why I made it come back, and I have not separated them that far yet.
Yeah.
Because I didn't catch that at first.
Yeah, you could probably just you could make it into the room here and see at least some of it here.
So how long has it been since I cast Arcana?
I'll say yes, you can. At this point, I'd say with all the time you're taking to kind of walk slowly and check things out, pausing to check things out, bring the eyeball back, all that kind of stuff. I'd say you're probably 30 minutes done. So probably halfway. Okay, sorry, you send the light. I'll say yes. You can. It's big enough to send the light through.
I'll send the light through.
Okay. So sending the light through, it opens out into a room where it looks like a pretty larger room. And you can only see. Yeah, it's close enough. I'll just do it. You can see in the middle of this room, it looks like what was a little bit of a vaulted ceiling has collapsed into the center of the room to a degree. But over on the far end, you actually see another dais, but a very, very small one, and only like a foot off the ground. And in it, you see what looks like an old wooden. Honestly, looks like a throne, but made out of like carved wood, and not anything resembling a style that you've seen in this country or ever really. And in it, you can see a large, decayed skeleton that looks completely. I mean, no decay left on it, just
good.
dried bones. But it is basically covered in what looks like jewelry and like bracers and just different elements of platinum.
Listen.
You gonna turn on dead?
Hey, girl.
That is everything that lures me into every bad situation.
No.
Between shiny things and children crying, I am notorious for getting my ass in all types of the worst situations.
As you listen, you hear a child crying.
I've ruined this party more than once on a child crying.
So we don't want any part of that.
I want every part of that.
But we don't. We know it's a trap. You know that thing's gonna pop up.
But shiny, pretty things.
It does
I
look,
know,
does look like a
too.
lot of platinum.
I hear you.
How much of this do you actually relate? Because you're the only one that can see it.
Yeah.
True.
So we all heard his explanation, but what's
There's-
your explanation?
A skeleton on a throne. Quite a bit of jewelry, expensive items on him or her. I don't know. Whoever. I'm
So basically a trap.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's begging.
We don't. We're on a time crunch here.
I know, we have more important things to worry about,
not-
and
it's not
who
like we
knows
don't
how long
know where
Citrus
this
is going
place
to be
is.
able to schmooze with that hetero woman before it all goes to shit.
I mean, technically, we have a map. We could come back.
Since you weren't there to remind you, he did say he was confident about being able to keep her occupied for a long time
Yeah.
because she's been waiting for months and he's been intentionally bumping her down the list just to mess with her.
Oh, Doug wants us to go in there so bad, I can tell.
And Tara also wants to go in there real bad, and so does Asura. We are aligned on
Don't
this.
see any movement.
Roll a perception check.
21.
It seems completely dead.
Well, I would hope so. It is a corpse. I am not going to be the one that makes this
Claire's supposed
decision
to be
because
good
we know I
against,
like
you know,
shiny
corpses and
things.
stuff, right?
Clerics are.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying you used to be. I've never, tried it.
You're a cleric and you've never gone up against the undead.
Is there not more than one type of
Well,
cleric in
that
this world?
cinches it. We need to go in that room.
What, is this like a rite of passage? Is this like a rite of passage, like hazing situation? Gotta
meet
your first
Not
undead?
so much
Is that like
hazing.
a cleric's haze?
No, it's not really
I'm
haze.
not
It's
a
just
fan
kind
of
of
the
a
haze.
cleric's duty.
He's a duty.
I mean, more like 9 out of 10. That's a trap,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
that's an undead. And if we don't deal with it, it's gonna get somebody sometime because we didn't.
I see another skeletal remains in the ring.
Good question.
Or any other doorways into that room? Or out of the room?
And also with that logic, we'll be stopping probably every 5 feet to do something because we just passed cannibals.
We didn't kill the cannibals. I get it.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not gonna judge someone for their dietary options. Okay.
I'm gonna judge him.
Well, we don't know that it killed the person. We just know that they're eating the person.
From their bowels.
How does that
That's
change
never
it?
had. You've never had haggis?
Not when the haggis was made from human flesh.
It's an interesting logic you're presenting.
Sure, ghosts, but
is
not
the door
human
trapped?
lower intestine.
Make an investigation check.
Yeesh.
Yes, 13.
Doesn't seem trapped.
Nope.
Do you want to go in there and get the pretties? Because you're kind of the only one that can open the door.
Of course I want to go in there and get the pretties, but every time I make a decision about going and opening a door, you end up losing your soul.
You opening doors had nothing to do with that. Anyway, do we all want to go in there?
No, but I
Not in
will.
particular, no.
Apparently, I gotta, do my duty. I don't know.
Well, welcome to the Folly. Open the door.
Oh, shit.
They're
I'm
like,
sorry,
yeah,
but the pretty shiny
yeah.
things!
everyone's like, no, I'm good. I don't need to go in. And like, the two original members of the Folly are like, oh no, we have to. It's in the name.
Even I'm kind of reluctantly like, fucking hell. Can I check the door to see if it's locked?
It is not locked.
It is not even a locked door, motherfuckers.
Even worse.
Everyone ready?
I'm gonna have everyone back up,
Why?
because I'm going to use thaumaturgy to open the door.
How many doors are there?
Why?
So
My
then I'm not
Arcana-
touching the door when it opens.
My Arcana, when it went in, how many other doors were
Of
there in there?
that room?
Yeah.
None. Just,
Just
the
the
one.
One in,
Okay.
one out.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to open the door.
Okay.
Let's do this.
I'm gonna go get a big boulder or a big rock.
It's kind of what's happening
Sorry.
right now.
There's rocks laying around, right?
60.
Yes.
So can I
Oh,
pick
and
up
I
a
forgot to say, there, as you can see, there is
Chances
water.
success, repeat.
There is water on the top left of the room too.
Okay, but can I pick up a rock, big rock?
So you're going in the room?
Well, after she opens the door, I would like to set it in front of the door jamb so that the door cannot close.
Oh, you're saying where you are?
Yeah, I just want to get a big rock and put it in front of the door jamb so the door cannot close on us once we enter.
It's a magic door. It's gonna break the rock.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's a good. I like the plan. I'm here for it.
Yes.
Okay, I would like to do that as we enter.
Okay.
Doug's like, be my guest.
All right. So
The last door that did it, I was like, I wish I would have put a rock. And so this time, I'm going to put a rock.
Amazing.
I hate everything about what we're about to do.
Yep.
No, you don't.
Do I see the shiny things in there?
So as you go in, you know, and kind of enter out into where you can now see the lights from his dancing lights kind of lighting up the room now. And again, you see this kind of pile of rubble from the collapsed ceiling in the middle, and you see the still water over on the left, and then this kind of strange wooden throne, which again to you doesn't seem Alracan of any kind at all. It's
Is it
very
made of
odd.
jewelry Alracan or like looks like crafts from
Well, you're not sure because you're distracted suddenly by the gleam of this, not magically, but like you're just
You're a Sarah.
like this.
pretty shiny.
Mm-hmm.
You are seeing this skeleton covered in not gold but platinum,
Hey.
like something you've rarely seen. It is wealth in a chair.
Don't approach him yet.
Oh, what did this?
Just wait.
Can I peek around the corner and look at this skeletal thing and see if I might recognize anything as like any type of undead that I'm familiar with, other than just a simple skeleton? Like, does this look like it's some kind of enchanted skeleton or eldritch skeleton? I don't know, like whatever can kind of come from it. I mean,
What would this
history,
be?
investigation, arcana.
Just wistfully looking.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, if you're looking at undead,
No.
undead
you.
specifically, undead specifically, I guess would be Arcana.
All right. I get to roll advantage for that. 19.
Okay. Well, the problem is you don't really know since it's not moving.
Mhm.
It just looks like a skeleton. So it's hard to know if it is undead or if it's just a skeleton.
That's true.
And so it's, without any more information, it's kind of hard to know.
Yep.
Beyond just a very large skeleton, it looks
Okay.
larger than human.
Oh, it's larger than human.
Yeah.
It does look like.
Okay.
Is it grasping anything? Or anything in its hand?
No,
Shiny
Okay.
pretty thing.
it is just kind of like,
Alright.
I have an idea before we approach. Do you have a piece of cloth?
Yes.
Okay, please. And
How
I'm going
much
to
do you
use the cloth, and I'm going to try and take the mushroom out of my pocket.
Wait, hold up. What's the plan?
This does holy damage. If that thing,
A
well,
holy
it
mushroom.
does damage. It I don't know. It shocked me. Anyway, I want to see if it's really dead.
Let's do this. Just launch
Are
it.
you lobbing a holy hand grenade?
Antioch. Yes, he is.
Holy mushroom! I want to throw the holy mushroom at the skeleton.
okay.
And again, I got the arrow ready to go.
What's wrong with you people?
No, because that's how you test traps. You throw rocks at them, and they. This is better than a rock.
I mean, we're already in the room.
Yeah.
We've
No,
already
I
made that
heard.
decision.
What happens?
In for a penny, in for a pound. Let's do it.
You've lured me into pretty things. Just fucking throw it.
Hold a sacred flame. I mean, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're here.
And I throw it. I throw the mushroom.
Okay.
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So, you take this kind of faintly glowing mushroom out of your pocket, using the cloth to try to protect your hand from the burning again. You take aim. Make what would this be? It'd be an unarmed attack roll.
Improvised weapon.
Improvised weapon.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's 24.
Okay. So, you take careful aim in this kind of silent, bated breath moment as everyone's watching, and you chuck this mushroom
Yes.
right at the skeleton and hit it right smack in the chest. And you see it sort of bounces off as the skeleton sort of like, and then with this sound of creaking and cracking, you just hear this as the whole skeleton kind of falls apart with this clanging of metal, with the platinum pieces just sort of rolling in different directions.
Told you guys it was a good idea.
That's totally what killed it. That's absolutely what killed it. Yeah.
Anything? I hear anything?
No.
As you make a perception check.
26.
26. So as you are suddenly, like, the sound of this metal on, this pile of metal and
Loaded
bone
this
kind of
entire
collapsing
fucking catacomb.
into this silent room, really loud sounding because of how quiet this area is. As there's this as it finally kind of takes a moment to finally die down, then you have like the one little kind of bracelet that's like
Oh, okay.
I was waiting for a Lord of the Rings moment where we knocked the skeleton down the well, and it's just like we're waiting for the Balrog to show up now.
I mean, we just awoken this entire fucking catacomb.
Well,
You watch, and nothing with the skeleton seems to move. You listen, and you hear the sound of water behind you sloshing. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
I knew it.
Those
More
fucking,
tentacles!
those fucking cannibals. No, it's those fucking cannibals.
Get mutant
Oh gosh.
looking.
And you've kept the door open for them.
I did think about that afterwards. I did think about that. I was like, As soon as he's like quiet, the noise goes out like shit.
Into a room where we can't escape.
Look. The mushroom worked, okay?
Did it? It just bounced off of it and
I
a very fragile
destroyed
thing
the
fell.
undead skeleton with a mushroom.
Was it dead? Was it an undead? Or was it just dead and barely holding it
It's
itself
dead
together?
now.
It was dead before.
No, I'm taking full credit for this. I threw a holy mushroom and defeated the freaking Skeleton King. It's a fucking win in my book.
If I die because of fucking platinum, I'm gonna be so mad.
Look, we fought for less.
We fought for free.
Yeah, we fought for way less. I'm totally fine with this. Like,
This that whole conversation right before was giving Leroy Jenkins Abdul. Can you give me a number crunch? Success. 33.333.
Six continuing, of course.
I mean, it has been a minute since we've had like a Leroy Jenkins moment where we're just like, let's do
Whole
it.
15.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I don't know, man. Last session, she jumped out as an old lady going, "Hi, guys!"
Amazing.
Yeah.
My Leroy Jenkins the last time.
Amazing.
It's his turn.
You guys got to start doing it because you never really be members of Folly until you just start
I
fucking
mean, I
shit up.
just push a button. It's like, I'm pushing a button.
No, that's true. Yeah, but nothing bad happens.
That's true.
Snake just hits stuff. He
Yeah.
doesn't care.
Yeah, no. I'll be fine.
That's the
Before
trick.
I
You
die.
just
Let me be
bad shit
Zanella.
needs to happen.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh my gosh, that was so fun. It's like you're like, we know what this is.
Yeah.
We know what this is.
Actual toddlers.
Look, I would put past you to like basically Mercer us here, where it's like there's absolutely nothing wrong with any part of it, but we're like, no, we're going to
chair.
make sure. Yeah, it's the chair. Like, but it actually means something, right? Yeah, no, I mean it's a chair.
Oh man, good stuff.
I love it here. I also hate it here.
So much fun.
I was totally down to fight a skeleton, not whatever the hell is under the water. The skeleton, I'm like, we
So
can take
under the water, we heard water moving because the cannibals are coming down the hall.
No,
Yeah.
something's coming out of that water. If it's the cannibals, I'm totally gonna enjoy killing them. But
Before they disembowel you.
Oh god.
So,
Yeah.
I look forward to the haggis.
oh man, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, well, thank you guys for joining us. I will say this to give you some notice. Due to some changes of circumstance, we are actually going to be changing the night we stream starting in June. We will be starting to stream on Sunday night. Same time, 6:30 to 10:30.
Yep.
But we'll be doing Sunday night instead of Monday night.
June 4th.
Yep, June 4th. Weekend after Memorial Day.
Yep.
And we will have the Memorial Day off. But, yep, then we will start back again on Sunday nights. So, just, yep, be mindful of that. And, yeah, we hope to see you then. But for now, we are still on Monday until June 6th.
Yep.
Okay.
June 4th. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. And, yeah, we will see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye. Nope. Did it do it?
Did it do it? Did it do it? Did it do it?
Might not be ending.
We're
We're
never
just gonna
ending
keep
now.
streaming.
Yeah.
You're ours now.
Forever and always.
I see you.
This
I need
is
your computer.
the extended
I know
edition
where you are.
of this episode.
I know
It's
where
the
you
remix.
live.
All right.
I know what chips you're eating.
Let's see if we can.
Bye.
Still.
None of this is working.
pull the cord. Pull the cord.
Doesn't want to let
Pull
us
the
go.
lever, Crunk.
Doesn't want to let us go.
Listen, I
Never win, Chronicles.
deeply care for you too. I return the sentiment. Thank you.
Okay, I'm sadly ashamed to admit this, but like, I know the term Leroy Jenkins and like
Do it
what
now.
it means. I
It's
don't
good now.
know where it comes from.